They threw the shade, try to block the sun. They say it's lies, we've just begun. They spin their lies like a web of silk. We cut through fraud sharper than steel. They call it passive, but the scheme ain't clean. Dreams sold on the back of a fake machine. Ash plays the king in a cardboard crown. We're here to flip his kingdom upside down. Victory with us, she screams all day, but say is a name, making fraud decay. No more victims, no more schemes. We break the cycle, shatter his dreams. We break the cycle, shatter his dreams. He builds his castles out of air and smoke. Promises riches, leaves the people broke. Pyramid walls, they crumble fast. When truth steps in and shadows don't last. We see the scripts, we know the play. Same old hustle, just a different day. But we're the voice, the ones who fight. Lighten up the dark with the people's might. Victory with us, she screams all day. With the sayers of nay, making fraud decay. No more victims, no more schemes. We break the cycle, shatter his dreams. Victory with us, she screams all day. With the sayers of nay, making fraud decay. No more victims, no more schemes. We break the cycle, shatter his dreams. We break the cycle, shatter his dreams.
We are the naysayers, the sayers of nay. On this FriYAY, we rise, we don't play. No room for your schemes, no tricks, no traps. We see through your glitter, your promises collapse. Oh, the towers you build, oh, the lies you distill. We won't drink from your gilded well. We say nay to the false gold you display. We are the sayers of nay, and your schemes will decay. Yes, your schemes will decay. You climb to the top on the backs of the weak, but with a voice they didn't know they'd seek. Your pyramids crumble, your empire shakes. Our voices are thunder, your foundation breaks. Nay, nay, we say nay. Not tomorrow, not someday, but right now on this FriYAY, we are the light, we'll lead the way. We say nay, to the false gold you display. We are the sayers of nay, and your schemes will decay. Yes, your schemes will decay. Yes, your schemes will decay. still you'll catch your time. Ain't mine. Naysayers don't play, we speak what's true. Unpassive scheme ain't meant for you. Ash got plans to steal your soul. We won't lead you down that hole. We rock, you know we won't stay by. Won't steal your cash, your time ain't mine. Ain't mine. Naysayers rise, we shine so bright. Truth cut deep in darkest night. Hey, Ash and his gang wanna take what's yours. Pyramid built with hidden doors. Claims of wealth, but it's just a lie. We naysayers, we don't buy. Ash and his gang wanna take what's yours. Pyramid built with hidden doors. Claims of wealth, but it's just a lie. We naysayers, we don't buy. We won't be silent, gonna raise our voice. Speaking facts, ain't no choice. Break the chains of a dirty scheme. Naysayers live in a dream. Promises of gold, but all you get is smoke. Ash's empire, just a joke. Naysayers stand up, keep it real. We cut through lies like sharpened steel. We rock, you know we won't stay by. Won't steal your cash, your time ain't mine. Ain't mine. Naysayers rise, we shine so bright. Truth cut deep in darkest night. Hey,
Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
Hello everyone and happy FriYAY to my sayers of nay. I'm really glad to be here with all of you today. It's been a little while, you know. I canceled a recent FriYAY, and that was because I was changing medication. And then the one before that I did as a video because I was changing medication, and I needed to take a little break. So I am back. I am back, and I am looking forward to spending today with all of you to celebrate our favorite MLM scheme, which is on passive. Although, you know, BG Wealth is really starting to give it a run for its money, you know. These on passive people better start doing dances and releasing their dancing diaper baby videos again soon, or else we might just move on. And then what will they do? They'll have no us versus them. and then the cult will collapse. Oh no. Anyway, I hope that all of you have had a wonderful, wonderful FriYAY so far. And for those that may be new here, welcome. I have gotten a lot of new subscribers, and I just wanted to say welcome. Every Friday we get together and have a little shindig where we talk about our favorite MLM scheme, which is basically turned into a cult of personality on passive, which is now rebranded to Victory with Ash, run by Ashraf Mufara. They were sued by the SEC for $108 million, and they settled, and we've been covering it since 2021. And so we just like to you know, keep an update of what's going. And every Friday we have our little show where we get together and we do a meme review, and we ask ourselves, what the fuck? And we see who's kissing Ash, and we we have a good time reacting to some Victory with Ash stuff. Hello, good to see you. I know lots of people say Victory with Ash, so I miss the dancing diaper robots. I know, Joe. I know, it's very disappointing. Although I do have good news. We do have new Bill Musk videos. Although they do not have dancing diaper robots, we do have new Bill Musk videos. And it's been a little while. It's been a little while. Victory with Ash needs some copy and passive, right? That's what they're missing. That's what they're missing. You know what? BG Wealth does. They are getting up there to where we almost could do this show on them instead. So that's what I'm saying, There's a little bit of a competition going on right now. Because I'm really into the BG Wealth stuff almost just as much here. They've got just as many characters. Not to mention, we are still covering Vibe, which is connective and Envision You. And we are also covering Golden Gold Coin, which has the Lane twins in it. So we're keeping up with quite a few of these schemes right now. And I want to give an update soon on Nilo Life and stuff because some things are happening there, and I think it's time because I'm sure everyone's wondering what the hell's been going on with that since Larry Lane moved on. I just haven't really talked much about it, so that will all be coming in the coming weeks, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hello, Salami, good to see you, and Joe, I am glad you're here, and Violet too. I didn't really say hello, so I will do that now. So many scams, so little time. Yes, I know. I feel like that. I'm always laughing when people are like, I don't know what to cover, and I'm like, I have the opposite problem where I'm like, there are so many things to cover. How am I fitting them all in? What is going on? So I'm sorry if you can hear a fan in the background. It is literally 20 degrees here today. It decided to turn into summer for a day here after school was canceled the other day for fog, which was very weird. It's never got to the point where they have had to cancel for fog, but I literally could not see. You couldn't see a thing. Couldn't see out my window. It was great. I have never seen that much fog before in my life. We've been getting a lot of rain here, and it's been really humid and mild this past week, and it resulted in fog the other day and then summer today. So I need a fan on, otherwise I will die. We don't want me to die because then the stream just can't continue now, can it? So without further ado, let's just get right into our favorite segment that we usually start with, which is our Victory with Ash meme review. Woo woo! Yeah, Victory with Ash meme review. Unfortunately, tomorrow is my 5-year anniversary for being a channel member. What do you mean, unfortunately, Joe? Why is that unfortunate? Why are we unfortunate? We'll have to celebrate. Who says? Says who? Says who, Joe? How do you know that I haven't already planned something? I'm just saying, don't get your hopes up yet, Joe. And you know I appreciate you. Joe is my first member, and he has been a member for 5 years, so that's quite fabulous. Yes, it is. Joe is a legend. Joe is a legend, for sure. Don't worry, Joe, I got you. I've got you. Don't worry. So, let's get into the memes because honestly, you guys remember this past week, the past couple weeks, they released a video. Remember that wonderful 11-minute video that they went live with? Chris and Julie and Susie and Mike Ellis, by the way. And so because of that, they really did start the memes up the past couple weeks again. And we got a lot of them today. So, we'll start off with Together We Dream Big. And the only problem with this, other than everyone's in cartoon, is that behind it, it's the unpassive mall. They always used to put this, like, this is edited. Like, the Dubai Mall never had a big unpassive thing over it. It does have that shape of thing on it, but it doesn't say unpassive on it. So gotta love that they're bringing back the old pictures. Yeah, the poor dog. The poor dog is stuck in unpassive. I mean, he's a cartoon dog, but I still feel bad for him. you know. I also like how they included people with disabilities and a baby. You know, that's always wonderful. They have children here. That's great. But yeah, we're back to on passive. Back to on passive. So, you know, I don't know what we're doing here, guys. You're supposed to be moving on to victory with Ash. So shame on you. Oh my goodness. Oh my word. Red Redfern looking bizarre. Not quite like himself. But once again, on passive technology. Guys, what are we doing here? Didn't you hear? They're going to start up victory with us any day now. Any day. Any day. More white people than in North Dakota. True. True. But I don't know what we're doing here. We got passive going again. We got the AI Red Redfern. I'm not sure. This almost looks like he's wearing a BG Wells suit. I'm not sure what he's wearing. But here he is. He looks mad. Maybe he's mad because he's like, guys, it's supposed to say victory with Ash. All right? No, on passive. What are you doing? Red does look good in a suit. He does. Happy birthday, Bill. William, Bill Williams. Yes, it was Dr. Bill's birthday this past week. I believe it was on the 11th. So happy birthday to him. And that's not all, because it was Susie's birthday. It was Susie's birthday just a few days ago. So happy birthday to Susie. As you can see, they celebrate the birthdays with style here in Victory with Ash. We have Victory with Ash. Happy birthday, Susie McCrae, ma'am. And I have no clue who this guy is. Mr. Sharma. Oh my. Dr. Sharma. But yeah, happy birthday, Susie. I'm not sure what she's pointing to in this second picture here, but happy birthday to her and her flower shirt. Here we have Ash Sir. Reset, refocus, rise. Chris Johnson, Julie Wynn, and Mike Ellis. Ash Sir strategy. I'm not sure what the rest says, but I'm sure it's more buzzwords. And then we got a thumbs up and then a thumbs down. So I don't know if they changed their mind. I don't know, maybe they're saying that his strategy is poopy. I'm not really sure. Hopefully Chris gave her a good birthday present. Hopefully. He looks like he did, according to this picture. I don't know where they got this picture of him, but he looks like he's giving an old, you know? And then, of course, we have Ash with his awkward thumbs up. Like, it's so... No one gives a thumbs up this way. Nobody. Victory with Ash coming with 2 M's. Yep. Victory with Ash coming. 2 M's. Awesome. Awesome. Gotta love it. Why? I don't know. But we have Gerstminder here with Ash. And then it says on passive. And once again, we got the on passive. The on passive logo. And then we have an awkward fist, I guess. They're like gonna punch each other. Should we be worried? The awkward thumb is my new favorite side character in the on passive verse. That's right. It's so weird. No proofreading. Apparently not. Apparently not. To be fair, English is probably not their first language. So I will give them more of a pass than I would to someone like Chris Johnson, you know? But I don't think that's the coming that they want to use. I'm just saying, we do not want that one. I guess it's a good thing there's no you. Speaking of Gerstminder, they posted this amazing quote by him. Of course, everyone shared it around. It was very popular. And this is what it says. No one should spread their own fabricated information or assumptions. Since there is no update at present, everyone should continue their work or any other business necessary for their life and livelihood. Ash Sir has not prohibited anyone from doing other work. Gersminder Dylan. Yeah, Joe, we definitely don't want that one, okay? Don't make me play the song. But then again, hashtag on passive. And then hashtag victory with Ash. Hashtag Starboys, hashtag success, hashtag patience. Which I guess you do need a lot of patience to be in on passive, to be fair. On passive updates was busy this week, and I have no clue how they got this information. But they posted on Facebook in front of a mountain, which is funny to me because it's a pyramid shaped structure. So it kind of made me laugh a little bit. And it says, Mr. Ash arranged a private meeting with his core team today. In his faithful team, back office, financer, chairman, IT heads, and developers, etc. Probably this week could bring lots of updates at OES VWA. Keep watching your dashboard. And I'm like, what, the back office is meeting with Ash and the financer and the chairman? Like, what do you mean? I don't understand. And also, I don't believe that this person would have any information about what meetings Mr. Ash is arranging, especially if it's a private meeting. So much for it being private. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? But it's just another way to tell you to keep logging in, keep going to the website and logging in. Because right now they got to be, I don't know. I don't think they make money on traffic. I'm not really sure. So it's not like they're advertising anything on their website other than themselves. So I'm not sure. They just like to show that they have some website activity so that they can pretend that, you know, they're really busy over there. And that's how they do it. They tell you to log into the back office several times a day. But he wouldn't know anything about it, especially at a private meeting with a core team. You know, unless he was on the core team, in which case he probably would have been fired for outing their private meeting. So much for that. Victory with Ash was also busy posting this week. And here's one where they say, Vision of Ash Mufara. Now, this is translated by the Facebook translator. So I guess take it with a grain of salt. But Vision of Ash Mufara. I want to give up the most right before success. Fatigue and doubt are the biggest test then. Those who don't stop, they finally see the face of victory. So don't give up. Your dreams are very close. John White. Heart. Hashtag victory with Ash. They tag everyone. But I don't really think it actually went out to everyone. I don't think they did the tag properly. I don't know if you can just do that on Facebook. It's not like a group. It's like a private page. I don't know if that's a thing on here. Anyway, they posted it with this lovely image. As you can see, it's a very beautiful image. Very, very beautiful image. Victory with Ash. With the V. I don't know why it's so red. I don't know where the red came from. Their colors are more, well, not red. Victory with Ash also posted on April 1st, which made me think maybe this is an April Fool's thing. I don't know. But fraud alert. Some leader, they don't tell us who, but apparently just someone. Some leader of On Passive are calling for MLM business in Telegram groups and social media. Be careful of them. And I was like, that's interesting. Is that how it is? This isn't an MLM business? I mean, I agree. Definitely be careful of the MLM businesses, including this one that started off as an MLM business. And especially in Telegram. For sure. Ask the people kicked out Gershminder. Yeah. Victory with Scammy, the Wonder Sloth. Maybe we really do have to make the Wonder Sloth thing a thing, you know? But yeah, be careful of them, guys. They also posted April 14th. Very soon, peace, dreams are going to come true. Hashtag victory with Ash. And then added everyone again. So, also they tagged themselves as being at Asia. So that was interesting. Good to know, I guess. Yes, the unpassive sloth. We already have the unpassive unicorn. I feel like the sloth, the sloth was going to be the crypto sloth, or the GGC sloth, or the BG Well sloth. Here we have Nawaz Ahmed. Probably butchered that. I apologize. This is my favorite one. We thought Marty didn't know how to spell global. Every week, Gola Bell, leader update about victory with Ash, batter days coming soon. Stay tuned. Hearts up, or hearts up. Thumbs up, heart, or hearts up, however you want to see it. So that there's a new one. Gola Bell. And he's getting the victory with Ash batter. They must be baking the birthday cake for Dr. Bill and Susie. That must be what's going on. Too scammy. MLM stands for mostly lethargic mammal. I never knew there was a sloth emoji. It's taken a while to get here. You'll love it. Yeah, whichever one you want, the you can even say thumb heart, whatever you want. Gola Bell, love it. It's pretty, I guess. Yeah, Bell. Why not? But my favorite thing about this post is that then John Walsh shows up. John Walsh, what are you doing? And he comes in and he says, Ash is banned from running a company for 8 years. That's the only update that matters, and it won't change until 2033. Way to really shit on them getting excited about, how batter days are coming soon. Gola-billy. Jeez, John. I thought that was great. It's true. He's not lying. I mean, that's when Ash is going to be allowed to run a business again after 2033. It would be like August. After August. John, nice. There we have Ash Mufara pointing to this sign. I have no clues in the background. Never seen these people before in our lives. They're just made up AI people. And Ash looks very weird here. Victory with Ash is an invite only, free learning platform dedicated solely to personal development. No financial transactions take place here, which I think is implied when you say it's a free learning platform. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. But don't worry, no financial transactions take place here. But they still post up like they're going to be making money in this. And I'm kind of like, do they not realize that if no one's buying into it, then there's no commissions to be made here? Like, it's not going to be an MLM. That's the point. Remember, watch out for those. On Passive got English lessons from the Quality Learning Center. Maybe. Here we have Victory with Ash. Why KYC is not done. In case you were wondering. In case you were flipping out because you still haven't figured out the KYC. It's been over a year, but maybe you just haven't figured it out yet. So here we go. Unclear ID photos is number 1. Number 2, it could be a signature mismatch. Maybe. 3, proof of address is invalid. You have to use a real address. Don't just make up addresses. Like Ash did. 4, live selfie quality poor. So if your live selfie quality poor, no KYC. Just say it. Don't forget that Ash is banned forever from ever running an MLM. Well, he might be able to run a commission-based business, maybe not an MLM structure. Ash is the only one making money from selling his membership list, probably selling them as fulls on the dark web. It's not a learning program, it's a leering program. Ah, good one, Tom. I like that. I like that one. This this looks so much more serious than it is. You know, like, I don't know, just the imagery of this, it looks like they're about to give us some kind of a warning, and then they just tell us why the KYC maybe doesn't work. So, make sure you get your KYC filled out. I don't recommend ever sending your personal information to anyone involved in this thing. But again, I can only recommend for me. You can choose to listen to me or not listen. But, there is no reason to do a KYC if there is no money being fried and no money coming out of it. There's no reason then for a KYC. It makes no sense. So that's why I say I don't trust it, because, what are we doing here? What are we doing with all this information? Why are we collecting this data? For what reason? To sell in fulls on the dark web. Victory with Ash trading session. I'm like, oh my, when? We'll start anytime. Oh yeah, any day, any day. 100% be ready for the next big opportunity. A new chapter is coming soon. Part, no date. Stay tuned. It's just, no date. I love it. I love it. No date. We have no clue when, but it is coming. Stay tuned. Learn smart, not hard. Grow fast with the right strategy. Win big with confidence. I think they're still going to do in it to win it. Smart learning. Next level results. Rajesh Singh. Learn smart, grow fast, win big. Powered by next level trading strategies. Mr. Level, do you have something to do with this? Next level trading strategies. Interesting. Okay. I've never heard of that before, but I guess we'll have to see. Hashtag victory with Ash. Hashtag training session. Hashtag coming soon, of course. Hashtag smart learning. I'm worried it will be dumb learning. I'm just saying. Ash is not smart enough to create a company with a real product that people want and an actual sales team to sell it. He has to rely on scamming people to join, and that is banned permanently. They're going to steal your soul and your information. That's right. KYC sounds like a well-lubricated chicken place. It does. Victory with Ash aspires to be BG Buck. That's right. Oh my God, what happened to him? Lord, he aged. He aged. What did you guys do to Mr. Ash Mufara? That was cruel. I love it. Growth pathways, specific results we have on the back in the background there in the green. And then Ash is hopefully getting ready to retire. But I don't know, everyone in the background's so young too, so young and hip. None of them I recognize. Looks like the one girl has twins. But here we are. Here we are. It looks like they're looking up some Google stats. Marco Rubio is Ash Mufara. Oh my God, they aged him so much here. Such a jump scare to me. I'm just saying, it was like, whoa, why? Why? It's like, okay, guys, he's not that. Come on. And then here they made him look super duper young. And then this is Ash in his 20s as a partial cartoon. And then some other guy on the left. I don't know who that's supposed to be. Victory with Ash. Woohoo! Technology. I don't even think this technology is invented yet. It looks like something you would see in CSI. CSI Miami. Is that pulling on Amber with the watch? Oh my God. Don't want to do that. Victory with Ash. And he's leaning up there with a Coca-Cola. He looks defeated. Like, damn. I can't scam these people anymore. Ugh. Damn it. I'll have a Coke. That's hard. He's hard. Maybe there's some rum in there. He just looks so defeated. He's outside his office. Here we have our buddy. Victory with Ash. The next phase is now taking shape. You are all valuable. One of him with a real face on it. It just looks AI, like it does. And then one of Ash, completely cartoon. We're in two different worlds here. I'm not really sure what's going on. Victory with Ash equals picking up cans. That's right. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on here. But, I mean, I guess he looks alright as a cartoon. You make 10 cents per can in Michigan. Yeah, that's more than you'll make in Victory with Ash, so picking up cans is actually better. Mr. Gouda! I had to bring Mr. Gouda into this because of course I did. Violet will get upset with me if I don't bring up Mr. Gouda. She beats me in the Discord. Yeah, you guys don't know this, but no, people would never believe that. Still more real than the professor. Aha. I feel like we've seen this one before, though, Mr. Gouda. You know, I feel like you're starting to repost, though. A little disappointed in you this week. I was really hoping you were going to give it to us, Mr. Gouda. He went so hard at the beginning, he's getting tired now. Don't give up, Mr. Gouda. We over here, in the Sayers of Nay, we believe in you. Yes, we do. You can do it. And then there's Ash with another awkward thumbs up. Like, I don't know what this is. Looks like he's hitchhiking. Hopefully he's hitchhiking the hell out of here. And they're like, Victory with Ash, and this is Ash. Oh my goodness, what Ash is this? This one was sent to me by Mr. McNair in the chat. And I just, is he in Italy? Like, what's going on here? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. He looks like he's also confused. Like he's looking at his reflection in a window. Like, what the fuck am I wearing right now? What is this outfit? What was I thinking? He needs to take a break, then he'll be back. That's right. I know, isn't it weird? Doesn't even have socks on. I hope that he got blisters all over his heels from those shoes. Also, where are we that we have a teacup with two handles? I need one of those. Ash Mufara for coffee brand coffee. What is the point? I don't know. It's like they're just doing it to praise him, right? I don't know, because as I have to say, looking at all of these, you wouldn't guess what the company is. Or that has anything to do with education. Like, this doesn't scream educational platform. This screams, don't send your kids to that school. I'm just saying, you know? Kangen brand coffee and tea. That's right. A bunch of the Kangen people are in BGL. Here we have one. God is great. Work and love is worshiper. I don't know. And then it says, Mr. Ash Mufara's vision, the resolved mindset. The greatest danger in success is not failure. It's quitting too soon. Then it says it again in bigger words. And then it says, too many brilliant minds walk away just hours before their success. FOMO! Not because they lack talent. They licked talent. They licked it. I don't know why. They licked talent, but because they lost focus. Don't lose focus or else they're going to lick you. Stay focused. Stay disciplined. Stay the course. I'm a little scared. I kind of want to get off the track because I don't want to get licked. I don't want to be licked by the talent over here. I don't think anyone else does either. Also, I love how there's just like a rocket taking off in the background. The sigh. You know, just be careful. We don't want this man licking anyone. Keep your tongues to yourself, damn it. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know why. But this was posted. As you can see, he's made it to the top of the mountain. You know, he's made it there with his victory with Ash flag. He looks a bit silly, but, you know, whatever. He looks proud of himself. Next, he should make it to the moon and put a flag there. But that's not all. This guy did one. Look at it. It's becoming a thing. This guy looks a lot more cold. You know, I think he'd be cold up there. Like, at least the last guy was wearing a coat. It looked like it fit him a bit weird, but, I mean, sir, are you not cold up there on the mountain in just what looks like a Star Trek uniform? Like, what are we doing? What is we doing here? But yes, go up to the top of the mountain. Put a flag up there. You know, because that many people will find out about victory with Ash once it launches. Oh, brother. But it's okay, because Ash Mufara's, maybe he's coming to find them up on the mountain right now. With his little lantern. With his little lantern and a nice little field of flowers. Victory with Ash is coming for you. He's bringing fireflies with him. I don't know why he's coming at night, so be careful. Keep your windows locked. He's coming to lick you. So be careful of that. And that is it for this week's Victory with Ash meme review. All right. That was fun. That was fun. It was a good one this week. I actually, you know, there were just so many things to choose from. The small boy with the big heart. Start trekking up into the Himalayas? That's new. I guess there's a first time for everything, right? There's always a first time for everything. So, we are not done with our promotional materials. Let me show to you this.
Single day.
I'll start it over again. This is a little horrifying, so get ready for this. We got another AI app.
Every single day. Success and growth are within reach when we innovate together to ensure victory with Ash every single day.
Ah! Why is he so mad at me at the end? It's horrifying. Let's watch it again.
Every single day. Success and growth are within reach.
It's like I never wanted to see what would happen if this picture came to life, but here we are.
When we innovate together to ensure victory with Ash every single day.
It's this look at the end, though, that gets me. I'm a little scared. Like, why is he so mad? Is this directed at me? It's your problem, Mr. Ash Mufara, sir. I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate that. That was mean. But yeah, like, what was that? Why did you guys do that? Why did they make that? That doesn't make me want to join. I'm very scared. Like, I don't want to join anything with that man in it now that I've seen that. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, thank you. I'm good. He looks like he's going to murder me in my sleep or try to lick me or something. We can't have that. So as I said at the start of this, Bill Musk was uploading again, which has been amazing because he's been taking a little break ski. So he uploaded a video called "The Moment Is Here." Yeah, apparently it's not any day. It's here right now. Let's hear what he has to say.
The moment has come. A great reveal unfolds before us, a phenomenon poised to claim the internet itself.
Oh my God, to claim the internet itself. It's so dramatic.
All we have ever desired, all that is good, now rises into the light.
Don't walk into the lights. Don't let them do that to you. Like we're going to the promised land. Like I should be worried.
We were doubted, distrusted, dismissed.
Yeah, I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still here. All right, I get the recovering Hunbot took a little bit of a break. And something that's hilarious is that they're passing around her website. Still, for the calculator too. She had the calculator on her website. They're passing it around. That's been great fun to see. But like we're still here. You're still getting doubted, distrusted, dismissed. You're not doing what you were supposed to do, which is create an MLM company where you sell the best technology and AI the world has ever seen. Now you're an educational platform that's allegedly for free. And you can't be an MLM. And I hope that 8 years from now, all of you have moved on.
But look now. The loyal never wavered, not for a second, not for a millisecond. We knew Mr. Ashmafara was never idle.
I'm supposed to be him? Oh my god, is this supposed to be him? Why? Stay tuned in for next week.
See what he has done. See what he is doing. For us. He
Is that creepy? For us. Creepy videos this week.
lives. And he lives for us.
He lives! It's alive! Oh no.
He has not gone anywhere.
Well, we haven't seen him since October 21st. Alright, like, I know you keep saying he hasn't gone anywhere, but we haven't seen him. It would be better if he would come and give an update soon, you know? Especially if this is starting soon, as you said.
He has not taken a moment to rest.
How do you know this? You literally haven't seen him. I don't think Bill Must or John White are talking to him. So what do you mean he hasn't taken a moment to rest? I'm sure that he has had great long REM sleep-filled nights. What are you talking about?
Because he was building something without equal, with expertise, with heart, with a mind set on good.
Building something without equal. The sign. Well, camp for food.
With goodness flowing from him each day.
Where? We just don't get to see any of it. You know, we see no fruits of this labor. And like, I'm so frustrated because this educational platform with Ash would have been so easy for him, guys. You know, they praise him like fucking crazy. He could have put the most bare minimum fucking videos back there. He could have like just quickly uploaded like 10, 15-minute videos that he could have put up there, like one every couple weeks or something. Oh my god, they would have been so happy. And although we still wouldn't have been happy with that, at least like it would have been something. It would have been the most they've done. You know, like something would be happening back there. It would make some sense for people to be like, well, I'm back there and I'm watching the videos. You know, it's the same with the stupid GGC Academy, how they have nothing back there. Like, why is it so hard in these academies to give people the fucking courses? I don't understand. That should be so simple. It really should be. It should be really simple. And especially here, because like I said, he could have uploaded anything. And you know that these people would have eaten that shit right up. They would have been so happy. With bullshit. Yeah, just full of bullshit. They would have been happy. I think his goodness is generated and displayed, not the heart. He's got some guts. Not much heart, though. I would not be able to sleep properly at night if I stole $108 million from 800,000 people. I'm just saying.
That is power. The silence the doubters heard. The loyal never heard it.
Never heard the silence? You hear him even when he's not speaking to you? Should we be more worried here? You know, it's okay if that's happening. Schizophrenia is quite common, and they do have medication for that. Say,
Faith and trust held us steady.
also, religious psychosis. You can get help for that too.
And now the great reveal has broken the surface for all of us.
What was the great reveal? The great reveal was the 11-minute video where they basically came on and said, everything's happening soon, guys, don't worry, again. Like, there was nothing new. You know, nothing. Nothing new.
Prepare yourselves.
Okay.
What was underground will now break through, bringing tears of joy.
I'm not going to be crying. Are you going to be crying? Anyone? Tears of joy.
Prepare to be astonished.
We're really talking this thing up. Like, to be fair, at this point now, he better come with some good shit. Because it's supposed to make people cry tears of joy.
Congratulations to every loyal, faithful believer in Mr. Ash Mufare's vision and in the reality we share.
Congratulations.
The lesson learned. Patience was not silence. It was trust made visible. And in the end, those who believed longest witnessed the dawn.
Yeah, it was all a test. I'd be really pissed off if I was in something. They were like, yeah, we had to test you. We had to disappear for a little while. And we had to test you. To, like, make sure that you were loyal to us. And we were silent for many, many months. But don't worry. Don't worry, you passed the test. Because you waited around and were loyal to me. Like, I would be pissed. I'd be kind of like, that's what we were doing this whole time? Luckily for us, Bill Musk also uploaded a song. So without further ado, let's listen to the song called We Believe in Ash. This is a club mix by Bill Musk. And don't worry, we're only listening to the first song. Stay tuned for the rest. It was 15 minutes.
Lost its way, searching for the dawn. One voice cuts through the noise, a vision being born. Ash Mufera leads us on, a dream both brave and bright, to lift the broken hearted and turn the darkness light. नया सवेरा कही मानवता के सपने को सच करने चल पड़े दुखियों का हाथ थाम अंधेरों को मिटा डाले Through every storm we weathered his purpose stayed the course a compass for the faithful igniting hidden force we've seen the doubters whisper but still his fire burns सहकर भी टिका रहा निशाना विश्वासियों की दिशा ही जगा रहा जमाना सुनते रहे संशय की पर आग बुझी नहीं We believe in action. We follow where he leads us answering the call his dream is ours to carry for one सपना हमारा है सबके लिए कर्म सुधारेंगे उगाएंगे ऊपर उठेंगे साथ टूट प्रेम और श्रद्धा से बदलेंगे ये जहां हम
Yes, it is bilingual. And yes, it's supposed to be a club mix, as you can see.
विश्वास करते मिलकर बनाएंगे नया संसार
Woo!
We believe in it.
I know. I don't believe in this man at all.
Seas beyond the mountains, where others see a wall. A future built on justice, where no one stands too small. With hands outstretched in service, he shows us how to give. दूसरों को दीवार दिखे, पर वो देखे पहाड़ पार ना यकीनियों पर बने जहां हर किसी का अधिकार सेवा का हाथ बढ़ाकर सिखाया देने का मूल्य जैसी zen just hadari is dirgadi jalge This isn't just a lead ek aandolan hai It's the heart ki धड़कन होश रो की धड़कन We believe in Ash We follow where he leads us answering the call His dream is ours to carry For one
What would you do if you were in the club and then this started playing?
for all To heal, to build, to rise above Fueled by faith and boundless love We believe in Ash Together we'll change the world हम आश पे विश्वास करते जहाँ ले चले वहाँ चलते यही हमारा धर्म उसका सपना हमारा है सबके लिए कर्म सुधारेंगे बनाएंगे ऊपर उठेंगे साथ टूट प्रेम और श्रद्धा से बदलेंगे ये जहां
I feel like the non-English part goes harder. I almost like it better because I don't know what they're saying. So to me, it's not really praising Ash.
हम आश पे विश्वास करते मिलकर बनाएंगे नया संसार We believe in Ash हम मानते हैं We believe in Ash आज तो फिर हमें We believe in Ash
I give it a 62 out of 5,000, or you know, I really felt like Bill Musk would give it to us. You know, really give it after not giving it to us for so long. No diaper babies, etc. But that's what he came with. That was the first song too. And like I said, there were a few more. I'll play them in future FriYAYs. Don't you worry. Disappointed, and we do want our dancing diaper babies. We want them back. But keeping on with our theme of what we've been kind of talking about here today, horrifying videos of Ash Mufara. I think now would be a good time to ask ourselves,
I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
WTF?
WTF? That's right. Today's WTF is a Star Boys forum. That's right, I'm not done showing you scary videos of Ash yet. I don't know what was up with them this week. Everything has turned into a horror movie. There is this video made by the Star Boys that is horrifying. You'll be the East German judge, 3.9 out of 10. All right, this video is absolutely horrifying. It scared me. So, enjoy.
Get up. Get up. No one's coming to save you. So get up. Get up!
I'm scared. What was that? Let's do it again.
Get up.
I don't want to get up. I want to stay in bed, Mom.
Get up.
No, why is this so Joker coded? Right?
No one's coming to save you.
Okay, well, thank you. I like to say that my husband saved me, but thank you. I don't need anyone else to come. I'm good. I consider myself already saved. I'm good, thank you. Don't send anyone. Please. You look at you're scaring Joe. How dare you? How dare you? Sounds like he said, get off my lawn. Oh my God, could you imagine being a child and then having this voice come out at you? Get off my lawn. Like, ah! John White suffers from a chronic lack of creativity. This is a Star voice. Yeah, I don't think that's John White. This is a Star voice, and I'm horrified.
So get up. Get up!
What is the Star Boy shot? I'm very, very scared. Is that like when they throw a Pokeball and you capture people into the scam? Or is that to make this weird tower of people that you're making? I feel like I'm in Saw 17. That goes all about. Woo! Go to the club with that. Yeah, you go to the club with that part. You know, we were promised the club. See? Alright, anyway, that definitely horrified me and definitely made me shocked. And I no more videos like that, please. Okay, you're gonna give the people in on passive a fucking heart attack. Alright, everyone's old over here. They can't take it. I can't take it. My heart can't take it. And I'm only 39. So stop doing this to people. You're horrifying everybody. That's a pyramid. It really is. Help us, Bob Larson. We found the berserker demon. So Ash is not coming to save them from their poverty? I know. Maybe that's what they're saying. Oh no. Now I'm extra scared. That's what we have been saying all this time. It's like, that's what we said. Just hopefully not as scary. I like to think I'm not that scary. Apparently people are very scared of me, but I'm not that scary. Anyway, yeah, that definitely, made me go, what the fuck about that Star Boys horror. And that is it for this week's episode of
I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
WTF.
WTF. I just really like saying that, like Valley Girl. I guess. But yeah, Ash is probably not coming to save. Oh, maybe that's what they were trying to say. That's enough horror. Don't worry. I'm not going to scare you anymore. I don't think. I mean, unless you're scared of Megan Mitchell and Red Redfern, who we'll be reacting to after our commercial break here. Then you shouldn't be horrified. All right? You shouldn't be horrified again. But before we go on a commercial break, I would like to do our see who's kissing Ash this week. Who's puckering up this week? This week, we're picking on John White again. All right, we got to pick on him a little bit. Okay? Mr. John White, April 11th at 5:36 p.m. posted quite a post on his Facebook. Let's get into this. It's all about Ash, of course. Mr. Ash Mufara's vision, the resolved mindset, the unseen finish line, why quitting one step from the prize is the greatest risk of all. So basically explaining Coco, I guess. Poor John, I think he could take it. In the race toward any meaningful reward, especially in the fast twitch, ever-revolving world of technology, there is a cruel and quiet danger. Oh, maybe I am going to scare you again. Maybe I lied. It doesn't come from competitors, market crashes, or failed products. It comes from within. It is the moment just before the breakthrough, when exhaustion, just pure exhaustion, I guess, whispers that nothing has worked. When the silence before the storm feels like defeat. And when your own mind begins to bargain, maybe this was never meant to be. This is the most expensive thought you will have. Dun dun dun. The trap of the almost win. You see it constantly in tech. You know, John White, he's a tech genius now too. A startup burns through 3 years of runway, endures 2 failed pivots, and finally builds a prototype that gains quiet traction, but not fast enough. The founder, tired and bruised, sells the IP for pennies. 6 months later, a competitor launches the exact same model. The founder didn't fail because the idea was bad. He failed because he lost focus. Dun dun dun! We can talk about that as soon as I'm done this, Mr. Stephen. The same happens to engineers employed by the founder, developers learning a new framework, or teams building a SaaS product. They put in the late nights. Then, just as the architecture solidifies, just as the retention curve begins to bend, they look away. A shiny new AI tool, a side hustle, a bitter argument about equity. The founder is determined to not go public with his company. When the love goes cold, there is a deeper loss, too, one rarely discusses. In the beginning, there was love. Love for the problem, the mission, the craft. I love the problem, but anyway. People don't just quit projects. They quit the feeling that made the project matter. And that is precisely when the finish line appears. Not when you're strong and inspired, when you're tired, cynical, and ready to walk away. The universe has a cruel symmetry. The reward is always hidden in the layer of resistance you refuse to drill through. Now we're drilling. The resolved mindset. So, what separates those who collect the prize from those who merely watch it from the sidelines? Yes. Resolution. Not passion. Passion flickers. Not talent. Talent is common. But a cold, quiet, stubborn refusal to uncouple your eyes from the outcome. You decide before the next crisis hits that giving up is not a variable in your equation. I can't do math, so I'm screwed. You navigate difficulty like a ship through ice, the Titanic, because, that's not good. You don't want ice. Not by smashing through blindly, but by adjusting sails, conserving energy, and never losing sight of the port. Dun, dun, dun. When the code breaks for the 12th time, you do not rage quit. You walk away for an hour, then return. Like, okay. When a key client ghosts you, you do not burn the relationship. You send a handwritten note and wait. When your own team doubts the vision, you do not abandon the roadmap. You double down on the small wins. The promise to those who stay, those who act with dignity and respect. Let's say in a crypto scam. Or say an AI scam. Or is it an educational platform? Or are we making actual products? Do you remember when they were supposed to make actual products? Do you remember when Oatcoin was supposed to go on an exchange? Good times. Anyway. Who compete cleanly, who honor their word, who build things that matter, are not guaranteed speed. 8 years launch, not guaranteed speed, I guess. But they are guaranteed arrival, provided they do not self-sabotage at the final turn. The technology field will change tomorrow. A new language, a new paradigm, a new threat. But the principle does not change. The reward is not for the for the fastest or the smartest. It is for the one who still has their hand on the plow when the ground finally breaks open. Now we're plowing. Do not be the one who digs for gold for 3 years, unless you're in GGC, I guess, right? Then quits 3 feet from the vein because the rock got harder. Stay the course. Keep your focus sacred. The finish line is closer than your exhaustion wants you to believe. And on the other side of it, everything you worked for, waiting exactly where you left it. Too many brilliant people, especially in tech, walk away hours before their break. This is supposed to be talking about Ash, of course, not walking away. Here we are. Mr. Ash Mufara recognized that. That sentence is funny because it sounds like he's telling him to recognize. Hello, Crypto G. Good to see you. I like that. He's like, Mr. Ash Mufara recognized that. And I'm like, I think you mean to say that he recognizes that. You forgot that. So, the completely different statement when you say it like that, especially when you add an exclamation point. Yeah. So, should Mr. Ash Mufara recognize that? Maybe. Does he recognize it? Well, I'll leave that up to you to answer. He has either lived it, witnessed it, and is determined not to let it happen to him. I don't know why we put either. Anyway. He is fighting for each one of us who believes in his vision, and we are determined to wait for the reward. All of this, just to be like, Ash Mufara is the man who is all of the things I just said. He's the greatest. He did all of these things, isn't he great? That's right. When the code broke for the 12th time for him, he didn't rage quit. He walked away for an hour and returned. And I'm like, you think he's the one doing the code? Anyway, John White, after all that hoopla that I had to read, you are definitely the one who is puckering up this week. So pucker up, John White, because that was sure a whole lot of bull hooey that was kissing his ash. And that is it for this episode of I realized that I don't actually say the name. It's just like a puckering noise. I'm like, and this is for the episode of, and then it just puckers and does kiss. So yeah, that was a lot. Woo! That was a lot to read. So I think we're going to have a little commercial breaking. And then when I come back from the commercial break, we are going to be hearing from Red Redfern, and we are going to be hearing from Megan Mitchell. But first, because I won't make Mr. Stevens wait, Mr. Stevens reviews. That's the question, and I've gotten it a few times actually. So I do want to take a second to ask this, because we'll react to Red first when I come back. And he says, wondering why Red is not on the lives with Chris and others. And that's a very good question. And some people may have missed it. There was trouble in paradise. Lots of trouble in paradise. Way, way back in the day when the 360 was going on. And it was Chris, Marty, rest in peace, and Red. You may have noticed that Ash Mufara used to come on there, and Red was on the show, and everything was going great. But you see, when the SEC successfully shut down on Passive and sued the company, Red, as you guys were correct, we always knew that he was kind of the smartest of the crew. At least we thought so until recently. This damn AI ChatGPT definition videos. But he decided to ask a few too many questions. Yes, they were known as the Three Amigos, that's right. And he decided to ask a few too many questions about what was going on with the SEC and on Passive. And because of that, Red was booted off of the 360, and it continued on with just Marty and Chris. And that's kind of why it turned into the Marty and Chris only show after that. Because of him asking too much questions, he pissed off Ash, and he is no longer one of the top people. Now, funnily enough, even though he made Ash upset, he did not get booted out. Ash claims that he booted out Marty for other reasons, along with Robin Noble, and I would argue that those reasons are probably not as good. So a lot of people wonder why Red wasn't just booted right out, but he kept Red, just kind of demoted him. And things have not really been the same with like Red and Chris and Marty when he was alive. Marty passed away October 1st, 2025. And it's just never been the same with them ever since. But don't you worry, because Red Redfern goes live on his chip. And although those have slowed down a little bit because he is busy working, yes, he does have a real job. He's usually working during the day. So that's part of it as well, But Red does go live quite often on his channel. And after the commercial break, we are going to react to Red's latest live, which was done right after the amazing live stream from Susie McCrae and Chris Johnson and Julie and Mike. So I guess you could say that they replaced Red with Mike Ellis, by the way.
This stream is brought to you by...
Do you have a berserker demon? You may think that's a strange question, but I've dealt with berserker demons. What's a berserker? The word describes ancient Nordic warriors who fought with uncontrollable rage. This is where we get the expression, he was so angry, he went berserk. In the days of Vikings, berserkers would enter a trance before battle to get supernatural strength. They fought with a frenzy. Sound like someone you know? As we say, they lose it. Explosive anger can come from frustration, feeling disrespected, trauma, mental and hormonal issues, and drugs, but uncontrollable rage can be demonic. As an exorcist, I've dealt with berserker demons. If you've got one, you'll need more than anger management therapy. You may need an exorcism of a berserker demon of anger. That's inhuman. I'm here to help at boblarson.org.
Whoa, looks like you got a bit of a tangle in your dangle. Did you know that more than 8 out of 10 hose owners die each year? Not anymore. Hey, turn me on and watch my hose get huge. My mom always told me I was a grower, not a shower, and boy was she right. And if you squeeze me in the right spot, all my raging fluids will come flying out of me, and instantly I'll retract to my small, natural, convenient size. Amazing! Oh, yep. Shout outs to all my flowers and growers out there. And just like a real snake, it can contract and expand like an accordion. You know, we really wanted to name it the Snake Hose, but that's the title of a gay porno. I mean, I've never seen it, but lizard's close enough. This is my next door neighbor, Sharon. She didn't know I was filming her. She also didn't know I had my hose in my hand, too. If your hose weighs more than 15 pounds, I feel sorry for you. You see, women prefer light, dainty, petite hoses. You don't want to be walking around with a big honking nanner. Oh, Sharon. Whoa, watch the whoa, don't get it caught on the thing. Whoa. Hey, buddy, watch where you're going. You don't want to end up like that guy, still using a standard hose, not going anywhere, and he's fucking bald. Fuck! Look at my hose, people. Oh, yeah, it's growing fast, and it's not kinking up anytime soon. Now, I don't know who lives here, but it's time to wake up. Behold, the full length and girth of my hose and its full potential. Hey, can't you see I'm filming a commercial here, you fucking asshole? Wah! Take that, fuckboy! No one fucks with my hose! The lizard hose is about 30 bucks. You get 25 feet. That's like, just a little bit more than $1 per foot. Now, fuck it, we'll give you 2. That's 50 feet. Get fucked. Come on, touch it.
Are you tired of getting screwed over by false promises, bad leadership, and tiny results? Introducing Tiny Dinger Condoms. Trademarked, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. The only protection you need when dealing with inflated egos and underwhelming performance. Whether it's a shady MLM pitch, a fake AI company, or a man who tells you he's the lord of the internet. Don't get played, get protected. Tiny Dinger Condoms are on-passive resistant, 100% scam proof. Coated in reality and skepticism for extra protection against cult-like charisma. And hey, if you're gonna get screwed by Ashmufara's vision, at least make sure you're wearing something that actually works. Tiny Digger Condoms. Trademarked, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. For when the product is imaginary, but the disappointment is real. Now available in Founder Frenzy flavor. Tastes like regret and missed refunds.
Located at your local CVS pharmacy, Rexall, Shopper Drug Smart, Walmart, and in your favorite streamer's nightstand.
Is your leader's birthday coming up? Don't just send a card. Send your soul. Introducing Happy Cult Day, the ultimate birthday experience for narcissistic gurus. Because nothing says divine enlightenment like 8 hours of forced gratitude on Zoom. With Happy Cult Day, you'll get a pre-written poem about how your leader changed your life. Access to a 9-hour tribute webinar you're required to attend. A royalty-free song you'll awkwardly sing with 300 other blinking followers. And a limited edition e-card with their face on a beam of light. Because they're just like Jesus, but better. Add on the birthday worship upgrade to include a tribute video of members crying, children chanting their name, and a slideshow of their humble beginnings. Why celebrate you when you can celebrate him? Again, Happy Cult Day, because in a real cult, it's their birthday every day. Side effects may include financial ruin, loss of autonomy, spontaneous chanting, seal clapping, and sudden belief that Ashmufara invented the internet. Are you getting upset with people's freedom of speech and consumer protection laws that allow the public to speak out about your scam? Are you giving YouTube creators false strikes in order to continue preying on vulnerable people? Is it getting hard to hold it in? Hold in all the bullshit? Well, introducing Tiny Digger Diapers, the adult diaper designed for the man baby deep down inside who's always on the way to the top where his ears will pop. With our FlexiFit technology, Tiny Digger Diapers moves with you whenever you sit on your chair, sit in your RV, sit on a boat, or sit in your home office paid for by the people you scam. The Secure Lock Core offers unmatched absorption for when you're full of shit, which is most likely all the time. These diapers keep you dry and comfortable so you can attend all 500 hours of webinars this week and not miss your chance to sign up a homeless man to your scam. Maybe he also needs the diapers, huh? Brought to you by the same people who brought to you Tiny Digger Condoms and Fantasia Foot Spray. Buy Tiny Digger Diapers today. Located at Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, Walmart, Target, your local CVS pharmacy, and in your favorite con artist nightstand. No matter where your day takes you from webinar to webinar, you will always be dry and you won't have to cry. Thank you for listening to a message from today's sponsors. Now, back to the live stream.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for giving me a little break. My mouth is on fire because I ate some fries. and I don't do spice, and they're spicy. And they're not spicy to my husband and my daughter, but they're spicy to me. Okay, so my mouth is on fire, but here I am. Here I am. The next time we see Ash, it will be his birthday. Probably. I don't think we're going to see him for a while. I think he's going to try to go a year. Red has been in at least 8 failed scams and had to give exit speeches to people who followed him into the scam. I mean, yeah, he got to see that he'll never make money, but he refuses to admit it. Living in denial. Living in denial is something that you do in MLMs. You also gaslight yourself. And you do mental gymnastics. You tell yourself that, you're doing the right thing. So, it happens. It happens, unfortunately. But speaking of Mr. Red, let's see what he had to say, because he did a video called "Are You Really Listening?" So are you? Are we listening? Damn it, Red! No, I knew that it was coming. Honestly, I think it's hilarious how it starts off. I didn't edit this one. I haven't watched this full one yet, guys. Watching it with you for the first time. But I love how it starts off with him just like sitting there in silence for a couple seconds. And then he does the countdown. Like, it's like, Red, you don't have to be on the screen when it starts. Like, you can have the countdown just come on without you sitting there for a minute.
Be here today is Tuesday, 14th of April. Hope you're having a good day. Sorry I've not been around for the last few days. Family commitments and work, unfortunately, has got in the way. So that has taken its toll as far as doing my lives is concerned. But I did want...
Like, why are you apologizing for being at your actual job to the scam that you're in? You know what I mean? He's like, sorry, I haven't been around. And I'm kind of like, yeah, you weren't supposed to be going live. So everyone in this thing stopped going live every single day. Chris Johnson, Julie, Susie. But we still got some people hanging on. Like Red Redfern, Megan Mitchell. That they're still doing lives quite often. So, like, Red's done more lives than anyone in the past few months. Why are you apologizing for being at your damn real job? Yes, remember to like the stream. Also, you can send me a super chat. My PayPal is pinned in the chat. I would appreciate it. I'm lucky if I get my AdSense every month. I keep telling people this.
I'm going to come on today and talk about, obviously, what's been going on. If you are engaged and you are up to date with Victory with Ash, you would have known that there was a live YouTube from Susan McRae, Julie Wen, Chris Johnson, and...
Yeah, it's hard to miss. It is hard to miss. Like I said, even if you didn't watch it, everyone has been talking about it nonstop. So you'll hear about it.
Mike Ellis on Friday. And this is the...
Oh, and if you didn't watch it, I covered it. So after this is done, you can go give it a watch. It was quite a short stream.
Second one that's come out over the last couple of weeks, and I wanted to talk about, in my opinion, why these are happening now. Now, obviously, I've been involved for a very long time, and one of the things I like to do is to observe what is going on out there generally. And one of the...
You mean what's going on out there generally? Out in the world? You mean like you watch the news? Like, I don't... You mean generally amongst the people that are in this cult? Like, what do you mean?
The things I've noticed is that we really are, well, not all of us, obviously, but there is a certain group that is actually not listening to what is being said.
Oh, my. Who's that? There's a group out here not listening to what's being said? How dare you? That's right. Red Redfern to come here and scold us. You guys aren't listening. You're not moving on from on passive. I keep trying to warn you during the meme review.
And to be successful in business, we really do need to listen to what is being said when people give us information.
Okay, again, Red, what business have you been successful in? I'm just asking.
So why am I doing this live? I really do want to clarify.
Pretty good question, Why do any of you do any of your lives?
Some things that I see that really do need to be addressed, I suppose. And one of those is that there is many people out there that are still mixing the old with the new.
I told you guys, stop putting on passive out there. You're gonna get yourselves in trouble. Next, Tanya's gonna come out and start yelling at everybody. It's been a while since we've heard from her because she hasn't been paying attention. Not much has been going on. Your scam is dead, you dumb slaphead. Kind of right.
And part of the reason I believe that these lives by Julie Chris and Susie and with Mike Ellis as well.
It's like you don't have to say like all of them. You just say like the live that they did on Chris's channel or something more. Hello, Jelly Snack. Happy Friday.
Are being done is to really reiterate once again that we cannot be in a position, if we are going to be aligned with our CEO Ash Mufareh, to move forward when we are still bringing the old into the new.
Yeah, you guys aren't being loyal. How dare you? I love on passive. Fuck victory with that. Bring on passive back. Question, why isn't victory with Ash? Written in all caps. Good. They used to get very, very mad at anyone that put on passive in any lowercase letter. That was a big thing for a long time. That was Tanya's major concern. That's how we kind of made that segment, was because she was yelling at everyone about how they weren't putting on passive in all capital letters whenever they were talking about it in the group. So it is kind of funny. Maybe they decided not to do it because they were like, Tanya needs a break. That was hard to believe.
What is the old? The old is obviously our old business on passive.
Oh, see? Keep trying to warn them too, Red. Damn it. You can't align with something that doesn't have a direction. Good point.
That is part that is still there, but it has absolutely nothing to do with us moving forward. I still see very active groups out there with our old business name. I still see many people talking about the old business name in the chat areas of my lives, many other people's lives, and Victory with Ash. I see many people still using our old logos in conjunction with what we are going into, which is that holding area, that new learning platform called Victory with Ash.
That holding area. All I pictured was a jail cell. I've never been to jail. I've never even been for one night. But when he said that, that's literally what I pictured in my head. Like the holding cell. Yeah, for sure. And then he's like, the educational platform. No, it's just a placeholder. You almost called it what it actually was. Can he stress to the Indians that Victory with Ash will have no AI? It's never been mentioned. I know. I don't stress that next, Red. Come back and do another webinar where you yell at all of them for that. We need it.
Let's reiterate once again. This is
reiterate. Said that weird.
Brand new. Nothing from the old is moving forward into the new.
It's just like, I think a lot of them are still hoping that on passive is going to become a thing after whatever this is. You know, it's hard to have a bunch of people that you forced to dream about on passive for almost 8 years, right? You had them hyping this thing up. You had them branding themselves as on passive. You know? And this is why you should never brand yourself with anything that isn't just yours. You know, because it sucks when you move on, it's hard to rebrand it. Right? So it's just like, it's kind of a difficult thing. Like, I don't really blame them for having a hard time just letting it go and moving on. Even though, granted, yeah, this thing's been going on for like a year or whatever, right? I can't blame them. It would be hard to all of a sudden now have to strip yourself. Remember, these things take over your own personal identity. Your self-worth gets tied up in these schemes. That's what makes them so culty, is that they take over people's identity. If you've known someone in an MLM and you've watched them go from being a person who had hobbies and would post on social media about doing fun things, and you've watched them turn into what we call a hunbot, where their whole social media just turns into the MLM. Because it does. It takes over your personal identity. All your personal development, everything gets tied up in this thing. So imagine having your personal identity tied up very heavily in something for 8 years and then being told, okay, we're not doing that now. We're doing this other thing. Like, literally, imagine doing that. It's just very hard. And I've been saying this since the beginning because they didn't give them a chance. They immediately, right away, started with the, okay, now we're moving on, forget on passive, and started scolding them. And Tanya was all over the place getting angry, you know? And, you know, I feel kind of bad for them. Because I can identify that must be very difficult thing to go through. And they just got no chill over here for it. You know? They didn't even try to understand that it might be hard. Queen of Carb, I just sent you a picture of Ash on the side of a milk carton. Is that in the email? I'm assuming you mean that you sent it to me in email. I don't have my notifications on right now because if I do, then when I'm streaming, all you hear is beep, 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 beep. And then everybody gets very upset at my background noises. So give me a second and I will bring that up in a moment. Perfect. All right. Got it.
You really do need to drop all and everything to do with our old business. That is mindset. That is how we used to do things. Everything we are doing moving forward is brand new.
It is brand new. That's okay. If you have an idea that comes to you while I'm streaming, send it to me. I'll do my best to check it. Sometimes my computer is acting up and I cannot check my email when I'm streaming. Right now, my computer is being okay.
This is all part of us getting ready for the new business. Remember, Victory with Ash is only going to be the learning platform. It is not the business. It is a place where we are going to learn new skills.
See, but that's the thing, though, is that then you keep on dangling the fact that there's a business. And I think for some people, like, they're thinking that the business is just going to be on Passive 2.0. You know what I mean? They still are kind of hopeful for that. And I think that's part of the issue here. Maybe you guys should also stop talking about the future business, and it would make it a little easier if you also made everything just about Victory with Ash.
Be in a position where we are more knowledgeable about the new business that is going to be coming our way.
Drop the belief that Ash will ever bring a product to market that anyone could sell. Exactly. And definitely not in a pyramid-shaped model. And even if he did come up with something that would be commission-based, like, good luck. Like, this isn't really going to do anything. And, like, if everyone's going to wait around for 8 years in victory with Ash, I sure hope not. Unfortunately, people like Red probably will.
It is certainly not a place where we will be doing business. It is a learning center.
Learning center. Now it's all center.
The reason the lives are being done is to make sure that as many of us as possible are aligned with our CEO, that is moving forward with a new mental state, so that we can then learn the new skills that are there for us within Victory with Ash. So,
a new mental state. A new mental state. That's an interesting way of putting it. You guys get a new mental state going. What?
I do, guys, ask you all, let's park on passive where it is. Let's
hit the pass. Shut down. See, that's the other thing. Like, when Ash did his stupid speech, he was all like, on passive isn't gone. All right, it's still there, but we have to wrap things up. And while I'm wrapping that up, we'll make victory with Ash. And I think that's part of the problem here. Is until Ash comes out and says, listen, on passive is dead. It's gone. It's not coming back. I've wrapped it up. I think people are still going to be bringing it up, you know? A new mental state, right? Like, try the mental hospital, please. Okay, but what actually is the business then, right? And that's the thing, is that we're supposed to be doing an educational platform to get ready for something that does not exist and will not exist for 8 years, and I don't think they know what it is. I don't even think Ash knows. Like, you know? So how are we doing that? On passive is in the land. So Ash has been filming his lessons for the last 6 months. You would think so, right? He can't open PowerPoint or even a calculator. But we're supposed to believe that he got the lighting right and was able to edit to get a polished product. I would say that he could hire editors. He did walk away with several $1 million from these people. He didn't have to pay the whole thing back. I'm sure he was left with a bunch of crypto, you know? And he has no money to hire a crew to help him. Well, like I said, he did hide some crypto. So if I were him, I would have gotten that out and gotten a fucking editor. And that's the thing, is that they keep talking about how he's going to have modules, if you remember. Been in a few of the memes in the past and stuff, too. And I'm like, that will be interesting. Because I don't think he knows how to do that. Mental, all right, right? Mental to stay here for 8 years.
Let's move forward with a fresh mindset, ready to learn what is there. With
supposedly, the SEC only fined him $40 million because he has wasted all the rest. Actually, we're kind of lucky that we even got that. To be honest, the SEC may win a lot of their cases, but that doesn't mean that they've gotten a lot of the money back and been able to give it back to the victim. We've talked about this before. It's kind of a weird system, too. And it goes by a percentage. You're lucky if you get back what you bought in. That's why it's better to just not join these things to begin with. Because you never do fully get your money back, especially something like this where you just buy in and then nothing fucking happens, right? And you get nothing. You know? Another Fiverr hired to edit his videos. Yep. He may have hidden some of it, but not a lot. Well, that's his own fault, isn't it? That's his problem. I didn't tell him to come out here and promise these people an educational platform called Victory with Ash, where he would be teaching them all kinds of life skills. I'm not Chris Johnson, who came out here and said that this would replace all education, including elementary school, secondary school, college, and trade school. That's the funniest part, is that it's not even Ash that promises the most outrageous parts of it. It's like Chris Johnson, but does Chris Johnson get in trouble for that? No. So, like, Ash better come with some good ass fucking videos. Like I said, though, he could just cheapen it. These people would be so happy. They'd be like, oh my god, Ash has a 5-minute video in the back. And he shows his face for the whole 5 minutes. Let's all go watch it. Well, make sure you guys watch it at least 6 times. Okay? And log into the back office a new time every time that you watch it. Just so it looks like millions of people are logging into the back of this so that we can lie about our numbers in the future. That would be great. Thank you. Lesson 1. Correct placement of blue bases. Everyone would watch that.
Without bringing the old into it. Okay? Let's not talk.
Okay?
Within the realms of Victory with Ash about our last business.
Let's just not talk at all. You aren't supposed to be hyping this thing up. What are we doing, Red?
That is there. That is done. We are now moving forward. But
I'd be really, really sad about FriYAY, but, you know, I really do just want this thing to stop.
For us to successfully move forward, we need to adjust. We need to drop the old and embrace the new.
Embrace the new. But the thing is, they don't know anything about the new. And there is no new to embrace. That's why I said if Ash would have just even put like a welcome video or something in the back that briefly what he plans on teaching them, at least then they would have an idea. You know, like there would be something that they could be looking forward to. If there's nothing to look forward to, they're going to pull from what they know, which is on half the issue here. Ash just reading from the Amway sales books would do. I mean, yeah, they would be happy with that, right? Blue vases should never be placed in arm's reach in case you learn some very disturbing news. Like your minion stored all the product code on the server that he stopped paying. Yes. Rip to the blue vases.
Obviously, it's a choice. You don't have to, of course. Everyone has a choice to move forward with that positive energy, with that new alignment, or not. It is entirely your choice whatsoever.
But, right. But if you don't move on, then you won't be in the new thing.
But if you are thinking in...
So why did he say that they want like a whole bunch of people to get ready? Is it an elite group of the creme de la crop? Is it an elite group of the creme de la crop? Or what? You know? What's going on?
Any kind of way that Victory with Ash has anything to do with our old business, you are very much mistaken. So let's drop that and move forward with the new. But also importantly, why is really listening important in business? It helps to transform communication, build trust and strengthen relationships, not only with clients, but also with people who work for that business. It drives that organization's success by increasing engagement, improving productivity, and fostering innovations. And it also helps to prevent costly misinterpretations when people might mishear things.
Like what?
And obviously don't take the right route because...
Oh, man. Oh, my lights just burnt out. In the dark for a second. A little snow light.
Because they thought they heard something. How many times have we seen people do and say that? I thought I heard that from somewhere.
Okay, but that's the thing. Is that... See, this is why you shouldn't do so many lives about what to expect or what business size are, because I feel like a lot of the problem too is that Fred will come out here and do lives about like AI, about technology, about all of this stuff that has nothing to do with an educational platform, and that's confusing to people, right?
I see many posts that are automatically shared, and when one of us says anything about it, they say, I thought or I heard this or that. It is.
Yeah, and a lot of that is also the people that are on Facebook, the on passive page that we talk about in our meme review and the Victory with Ash page. Which, in my opinion, they have no clue what the fuck's going on. They get it wrong, right? But for some reason, there are a lot of people that are commenting under those posts, liking those posts, and going, oh my god, these people are the ones to go to for the latest news. You know?
Important that we really do listen. It also benefits the business to act.
Did you have to write stuff? Did you have to do it? I actually thought you were just talking for a while. But now I see you looking at a script. Really? Like you could just say this? Oh.
Actively listen. Why? Because it builds trusts and relationships. Actively listening shows care, allowing people to feel valued and confident in sharing ideas, which builds stronger teams and loyal relationships.
Oh my god. If you're not all one big community, maybe you need to bring back trivia night. Maybe that could help, you know? Maybe start doing some like community stuff together. And then you could like really emphasize during those meetings, like, hey guys, remember not to bring up on passive. You know, that might be a good idea. Scolding people isn't it. And like all you have is community.
It also helps to increase engagement. When leaders truly listen to concerns and ideas, engagement rises, improving morale and retaining customer bases.
Yeah, you don't have customers. You're not selling anything, remember? It's a free platform. And it's only supposed to be for the elite people in this thing. Then you talk about how you want to grab as many people as possible. Like, this is what I mean. You're not even sure what it is and what's going on here. And this is why Ash should just come out again and actually explain it all. All right, if this thing's starting now, any day, like, tell him to come back and explain exactly what it is and stop beating around the fucking bush and just have out with it.
It also helps to uncover hidden opportunities. Why? Because by listening for unspoken needs and pain points, you can identify opportunities for innovation, better solutions, and competitive advances.
How? You're an educational platform. Lord.
It also enhances.
All these people are only supposed to be worried about coming in and learning. So this doesn't even apply. This is more MLM-y there, Red.
Enhances problem solving and innovation.
What problem solving are they supposed to do? Should I log into the back office today 6 times? Maybe not. Like, what?
Encouraging open dialogue allows teams to share diverse perspectives, leading to better discussion making and creative solutions.
But that's the thing, is that everyone that logs into this thing is not going to be the team that is going to get listened to about what should happen. Like, according to all of you, Ash already had it all planned out with his genius friends, remember? Him and his genius friends already knew what they were teaching all of you. So it doesn't matter what any of you say or what any of you want. Apparently, this was already planned out. You know, it's been 8 years of planning. So, what are you talking about? It's not like people can log into this thing and then go, do you know what I really want a lesson in? I really want a lesson in this. And then Ash will, like, go record the video. Like, they have no input here. Ash probably won't even ask them if they like the fucking lesson. And the thing is about it is that it'll be similar to all the other surveys. They're going to answer, oh, yes, everything was perfect. Ash Kufara is perfect. He does no wrong. He's the best teacher in the entire world. It won't be honest. It's not real data, you know? It's cult members filling out a survey about their cult leader that they feel like they'll be judged for if they answer it wrong.
It also reduces that conflict, misunderstanding, Actively listening helps resolve conflicts by
Okay, but who are they actively listening to?
understanding all perspectives, reducing errors caused by assumptions.
Which make an ass out of you and me.
So how do we practice active learning? Maintain focus. Give your full attention. Avoid interruptions and avoid planning your response while the other person is talking. Remember,
Is it active learning or active listening?
that is means listening to what others have to say.
Thank you, Red. Why are you speaking down to us now?
Don't just assume. Don't listen for words that you are expecting that person to say.
Okay, but if they say the words, then focus, Red, focus.
Listen to what they have to say. Show engagement. Use non-verbal cues like nodding and eye contact to show you are actually listening.
Yeah, but the thing is, in different cultures, there's different cues. Like in some cultures, it's actually not good to look people directly in the eye. I hate looking people directly in the eye the whole time. What are you talking about? I have autism, sir. You know what I mean? So you have to also be aware of, if you're teaching, right, you have to be aware of all of that as well, especially if you're teaching people in different cultures. And that's something that I doubt Ash is going to do. This is why it's better to have an actual professor and not like a Stephen Beard one when it comes to teaching, damn it.
Validate and response. Paraphrase or summarize what you have heard and understand it. So,
yeah, but this isn't a conversation. A little bit different than watching a video where you're just talking at me. How am I supposed to paraphrase back to you right now, Red? Oh, so you mean like this, Red? And then what? Like, you mean leave you a comment? Like, this isn't an actual conversation where both people are communicating back and forth. Maybe you should read this and see if it actually goes with what you're talking about. This is the same as listening to a lesson given to you via a video or watching someone's 11-minute webinar where they tell you, don't worry, it's all starting soon.
Say, so what I'm hearing is, or am I correct in saying what I have heard, etc.
Yeah, well, I think people are a little scared to ask as well. They've gotten into trouble, especially by Tanya in the past, for being in the group and going, hey, I thought that I heard this and that this was happening and that Ash said this. Can you please explain? So that's not going to be happening. See, that's the other thing. You've scared everyone into asking questions and getting clarification. And now you're getting mad at people for not asking questions and giving clarifications. You did this to yourself. If you wanted people to have open communication here, then you shouldn't have done that. And Ash shouldn't have flipped out at people on webinars if they asked real questions and booted them off, you know? We're not 5, Red.
Sure. And the last part then is encourage
okay, class, this is how you listen. Everyone put on your listening ears.
deeper discussion by asking questions that require more than a yes or no answer.
Yes, all right, open-ended questions. We got it, right, again. We're not 5.
So in reality, by moving beyond just hearing words to truly...
And you know what's frustrating is that he's not even reading comments. Like, what if people are in your comment section right now asking questions? Try to have that back and forth with you. You know, asking for clarity. You're not paying attention.
Understanding the message, leaders can foster a more productive, collaborative, and successful business environment by making sure that people are listening to what others have to say.
Okay, again, a business environment. A collaborative business environment which this is not. So again, why do you keep talking about this? Like it's going to be on passive. A business where people are making money and they can be a little bit more collaborative together. Where Ash might listen to some things. There was a time in On Passive where he was like, if you have any product ideas, let me know, blah, 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 right? At the very start. I mean, it didn't go very well, but I tried it. So, like, again, you're adding to the problem even by doing these videos. Because then you start talking about this like a business instead of an educational platform. So you're still in On Passive Brain too. People in his chat are asking, when will it start, sir? Yeah, it's not like they have an answer, right? And that's what I mean. Nobody here has an answer. None of the leaders that are coming out and speaking right now have an answer. If you ask Chris Johnson a question, he's not going to answer your question. He's just going to get mad that he's getting a lot of questions on his next webinar, you know? He'll be like, oh, I keep getting so many questions. So that's why people won't do it.
For us all to be successful, we need to listen when we are given information.
Yeah, you were given zilch, zip, nada, no new information. Just, we had a meeting with Ash and he says everything's going great and it's going to start really releasing, guys. So, like, stay tuned any day.
And what is happening now is exactly that. We are being given information. Let's move forward with a brand new start. None of the old, only the new.
Why is he doing so many head movements? Never seen him so animated.
It is up to us to have that mental state to align with that new, not to bring old into the equation.
Oh my God, imagine having the same mental state as Ash Mufara.
Anyway, guys, I hope this is...
That was a weird shift in tone. Then he tries to smile at us after just scolding us literally for the last 11 minutes.
Help to clarify a few points that I have seen that I think need to be addressed.
Well, why don't you actually bring them up? Like, that would be a lot better. It would be a lot better if you were like, listen, this is what people are saying publicly, and this is wrong. Like, you're so general with it, too. So, like, no one even knows. Like, all of the people watching are going, well, he ain't talking to me, even if you are.
And I think you will agree with me that those that want to move forward with our CEO into victory with Ash need to have that alignment.
The alignment. If your Facebook group name has On Passive in it, change it, right? That's like all it means.
With the new business and drop the old. That's it from me. Speak to you all very soon. Bye for now.
Didn't even say hello to everyone. Just came out here to scold everybody. All right, that's it for me, guys. Make sure you listen better. You all suck at listening. Fuck you guys for still talking about On Passive. All right, get with the new business, which isn't a business. It's an educational platform. So I get that as I talk about it as a business, it's confusing to you, but fuck it. It's not my fault. That's all that was. Thank you, Red. And we haven't seen him since, so guess he's working. Hopefully, you know, he stays off the internet and realizes that life is better outside of On Passive. Changing a name is too hard. It really is. Can. And then sometimes if you change your name, then you have to wait so long before you change it again on social media. So there's that. But it's okay. That's not it. We're not done. We still have an amazing, amazing video from Megan. But before we do that, let's check out this image that Chris McNair sent me. Come on, image. I love it. Have you seen this, CEO? Ashraf Ash Mufara. Birthday, June 5th, 1972. Hometown, Orlando, Florida. Last seen, October 21st, 2025. Currently unable to lead any business for 8 years, SEC ban. If spotted, please remind him trust the process is not a product. Disappeared shortly after announcing victory with Ash, the newest AI breakthrough that never broke through. Currently unable to lead any business for 8 years due to SEC ban. If spotted, please remind him that trust the process is not a product. Love it. Love it. It's a little repetitive, but we got it. Webinars 100%. We have transparency at 0. Webinars 100. Product launches 0. Payouts 0. Refunds 0. Reality checks 0. And then the barcode is SEC08. You're banned. I love it. Very good. You look so sad. I like to think that will be his face when the FBI comes knocking. You know? I doubt he'll actually not turn this into a business. Red is so dumb that he wears a hairnet at work. So Megan Mitchell did a video. I thought we would end it with a Megan Mitchell video today. She calls it the Priceless Bridge. No toll. You know?
Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Megan Mitchell, it is April 9th, Thursday.
That's right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. This is Cece here. Chris from New York, Westchester County, on our flat earth. The vocal tick of mine. Whenever somebody starts a video like that. And Megan does every single video like that. If you don't know who Cece is, be sure to check out my content on Cece.
It is a gorgeous day. You can see the sun is shining here in the United States. I live in the Midwest.
Oh my God, the sun is shining in the entire United States? Crazy, maybe the earth is flat.
And I am here today to talk to you about a concept. We always say the best things in life are free. We also hear people say that nothing in life is free. So which is it? Is it free and that's a good thing, or is it free and that's a bad thing? Well, I've been thinking about this in terms of Victory with Ash, and Ash has told us that it's a bridge. Victory with Ash is a bridge. And my family took a lot of vacations growing up. We used to take several vacations to Florida. If you live in the United States, you might be very familiar with Florida. Maybe if you are somewhere else in the world, you are not. But Florida is known for its beaches. We often took trips to Sanibel Island. And Sanibel Island is a gorgeous little area that you cannot access without crossing a bridge.
Okay.
And, you know, anything in life...
oh yeah, because it's supposed to be a bridge, remember? There's a hum. Totally hear it in your earbud. Well, I'm sorry. As I said at the start of this, it's 20 degrees here today. 20 degrees here today, and I have a fan going. I will die if I don't. I'm sorry.
Many times, whether it's a service or a product, people ask, what's the cost? And why do they care so much about the cost? Well, I'll read you a quote. The reason it seems that price is all your customers care about is that you haven't given them anything else to care about. And that is Seth Godin. So money is always in the back of our minds, anything we do. And just like when we go on a trip, we always think about the cost of the trip. So Sanibel Island is only accessible through a bridge, but you have to pay a toll every time you cross the bridge. And
yes, we should forget we've been waiting for 8 years, have nothing to sell, lost our money, never got paid commission, and Ash stole $108 million. Let's just forget, brothers and sisters, God has a plan. Oh, it's in her video? I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about me because there's hums in mine sometimes. And I definitely have a fan going myself right now because I am going to die if I don't.
That can be a little bit frustrating because a lot of the things that you might need to use, many of those things, just essentials, are are not really that accessible on the island. The island is beautiful because it's somewhat uncommercialized. There's not a lot of chain restaurants or anything like that, but you have to cross back and forth in order to go to...
Who goes to an island because they want to go to McDonald's? Like, there's no chain restaurants or anything on the island. I hope not. Like, if I'm going to an island, I want to be secluded, bitch. What are you talking about? Well, then yeah, she's probably next to her AC.
Just most
in her greenhouse with her plants that she really needs to water and deadhead, by the way. You know, Megan, you should deadhead some of those. That makes them healthy.
Basic convenience stores, grocery stores, things like that. And every time you cross back and forth, you have to pay. Can be a little bit frustrating, but sometimes that's the cost of going into something that is, I would say, more esteemed or more special. Sometimes you have to pay a price.
Okay, but Megan, I'm not supposed to pay anything here. I feel like this is getting people ready to pay money for something. You know? She has a brown thumb. Everything she touches dies.
To go into something special. But with Victory with Ash, the cost is not a toll. It's not a typical, payment. You don't have to get your wallet out for Victory with Ash. So what's the reasoning behind not charging a traditional toll in order to cross that bridge?
Well, Megan, it's because Ash Mufara is not allowed to charge a toll. He's not allowed to run any type of business for 8 years. And this is just to keep people holding on because he hopes that in 8 years from now, in his mind, he's going to start an MLM company and you'll all still be there. And then you'll all buy into whatever business he starts. That's what he's hoping. It's because the SEC shut down on passive. So now he's trying to make this and he can't charge you. Similar to how O-Connect wasn't given to everyone for free because he was like such a good guy and he just wanted to give you guys something. He literally lost his merchant. So he couldn't charge you for it. And he knew that he would look like a complete asshole if he was like, since I can't charge anyone for this, I'm taking it away from all of you. So he kind of got stuck giving it to everyone for free. And he was pissed about it. He used to bring up the costs and stuff all the time and want everyone to realize that he was sacrificing, paying so much money for everyone to use it, right? Same sort of thing. This isn't out of the goodness of his heart, but everyone already paid $97 to buy it. Now the O-Coin is worthless. So him giving them back the 95 and the O-Connect doesn't mean anything since it's no more. And I think he knows that if he was to charge for this, people would be pissed, even if he could charge for it. Most of the people would be like, dude, what the hell? Megan, here is the modern day Aristotle, queen of philosophy, right? Just can't keep a plant alive. Ash did say do or die. Since he didn't do it, maybe he died. Just saying. I wrote that with my AI with heart. See you at the top. See you at the top, Rick.
I want to talk to you a little bit about the psychology of free items and the psychology of things that are free. I find this very interesting.
Jeez, now she's a psychologist.
I love to look into the kind of what makes something, what makes us tick and what makes certain.
Right, you are right. He brought up the cost that he was obviously not paying because Amazon shut him down. And according to him, he owed them $3.4 million. So he wasn't actually paying, but they were charging him for it.
Concepts, either positive, negative, however you want to take it.
And he claimed he paid it. He claimed he paid it. I'm not sure. I don't have any proof. There's no way of me knowing. Other than, the new website on Amazon, so I don't know.
So I'll start off with the negative. and I did a little bit of research on the psychology of getting things for free.
Although the new site is on GitHub. Yeah, it's public on there. Yeah, I have it. It's pretty simple. And it isn't run by Ash. Right? It's somebody else. It's somebody else's name. So he could have gotten around it that way. Right? Like he could have put it in his wife's name or somebody else's name, and then since it's not coded by him either, they wouldn't really know it was connected to him. So I can't say for sure that it's paid or not paid. But according to him, he did own it at the time.
We take free things for granted due to hedonic adaptation, where constant availability
Oh my god, now Megan's reading.
Makes luxuries feel like necessities, and a psychological tendency to equate high value with high monetary cost. Free items often feel expected, causing us to focus on what we lack rather than what we have. Why is this? Well, there's...
I don't know, Megan. Why don't you explain the psychology to me?
5 specific things that I want to mention as far as a negative to why maybe you don't want something to be free. Lack of skin in the game. Items acquired without money, time, or effort are often undervalued, leading to lower appreciation.
What?
We can all...
I appreciate things more when they're free, McDonald's tastes really good. Free McDonald's tastes better. I guess especially when it's on an island.
Maybe you can attest to this. If you've ever tried...
I guess if you're on an island, no one can lick you. That's a good thing.
Tried to sell something in maybe a yard sale or on Facebook Marketplace.
Don't sell anything. Lord, selling on Facebook Marketplace is like my hell.
Sometimes the lower the price, the harder it is to sell. Doesn't seem like it would make a lot of sense, but it's a...
Well, yeah, when it comes to something like that, because people often think, oh my god, if it's that low, something's wrong with it. Or are you trying to say that people should think that this is priceless even though it's free? Where this is going?
Psychological sort of issue. People...
This is psychological. You're doing a great job explaining the psychology behind this thing. It's a psychological issue.
One of the sayings is that you get what you pay for. Sometimes that's true, sometimes it's not. The second one, the hedonic...
Sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not. Very good psychology.
Treadmill. I don't know if I'm saying that word right. Forgive me if I'm not. People get used to having things like safety or health, making them invisible until they are gone. Basically, you take things for granted.
No, you take things for granted. But, okay.
I feel like we saw some of this in the previous business with Ash. Some of the on-passive family took Ash's generosity and all of the things that he gave us, for example, the OConnect, the extension of OConnect when, we only paid 1 month. I feel like some people took that for granted. If you're too generous, sometimes people take advantage of you.
Oh my god. Megan, he let them on for like 6 years before there was even a fucking thing that they could do. So when you say, yeah, people take advantage of you, I don't think people were taking advantage of Ash. Ash was taking advantage of all of you. He made $108 million, Megan. You guys made 95 O-coin. And he made $108 million. After he told you that he was saving all of you and humanity. So who was being taken advantage of for real with that? And yeah, he couldn't charge you. There was no merchant. Again, it wasn't out of the goodness of his heart. Something just told me that was going to come up, though, you know?
Number 3, the reduced risk / expectation. Free items diminish the fear of wasting money, which ironically makes us less careful with them.
What do you have to be careful with? Like, you log into a back office and nothing's in there. Well, you gonna log in wrong?
You know, this kind of...
I guess you could do the KYC that you shouldn't even have to do wrong.
Reminds me of trying to teach a child the importance of earning things if they have.
Yeah, why is doing this reminding you of trying to teach a child something? I think maybe some of these lessons are really juvenile, and if this is what we have to look forward to in big 3 with that, boy, there's not going to be much personal growth going on there. Because you're reading this too, Megan. I'm so disappointed. Usually you're a little bit better at going off the top of your head, or at least not fully reading the script. This is an awful one.
Have everything, if you give them everything, you know, you've seen a child who has every toy, who has every, you know, luxury, and they don't take care of it. They basically just use it carelessly or maybe tear it up.
They're a child. That's what kids do. That's why when my little one was really young, you know, when she was a little baby, second I started doing tummy time, I was like, all right, is there anything in this house that's breakable? And I put all of the breakable stuff away. Anything that she could break that would be like special to me that I would get upset about if it broke, I hid it. And it didn't come back out until recently. My kid's going to be 12 this year. And I've only maybe had breakables out for the last 2 years. I started to like put them all back out again. Why? Because I grew up in a house with rooms that we could not go in because they were fancy rooms. All right, yeah, my house was so large it had full on a whole dining room and a whole living room that were just fancy. Okay, and I always thought that that was ridiculous. Because why are you going to have kids if you're just yelling at them to not go in rooms? Why do you have rooms in a house with kids that they can't even go into? It's just craziness. You know, and I just remember being like, you got to put breakable stuff away. You can't get mad at kids for breaking things. Kids break things. So I never wanted to be one of those parents that would be like, oh, don't have fun jumping and dancing around the house. Because, you know, you might break something. I mean, like, you know, we'll tell our daughter, because we have people that live under us, like, don't, like, stomp on floors, please. You know, things like that. But our building's pretty good for not hearing too much sound. And also, like, I just don't get the point. You know? Kids break things. All right? Put your breakables away. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're ungrateful for what you gave them. It doesn't mean that they do it on purpose. You know? Oftentimes kids just, they're a little rough with things. You know, it's actually your job to teach them not to be. That's on the parent more than the kid, in my opinion. If I see a kid acting rough like that, I'm kind of like, oh, that poor kid acting rough with their stuff. And then I'm like, their parent not teach them to fucking not do that? I don't know. But kids are still going to be kids, and they're still going to rough out, so they're still going to do that. Jesus, Megan, you judgy bitch.
Because they didn't have any, you know, responsibility to achieve it or to receive it.
Well, what responsibility are kids going to have? I mean, like, other than an allowance, like, my daughter has chores that she has to do. She does her own laundry. Her and her dad go down and she does her own laundry. And she has to keep the room clean. And, you know, little things like that. She just started vacuuming her room. She thinks that's what. Yes, it's FriYAY, Daddy! Woohoo! So, you know, like, she has chores and then she gets an allowance. And she's saving up for things that she wants. So we do that. But then, you know, when it comes to, like, typical toys and things like that. We also get like birthday, Easter. Yeah, like what other responsibility do kids have? Like again, that's your responsibility as the adult, as the parent, to provide.
Assumed permanence. We often assume stable things.
Is Ash your daddy? Got weird.
Like relationships or services will always be there, resulting in regret only after they are lost.
Oh.
And then lastly, hidden costs. Sometimes free items.
Woohoo! Thank you, Daddy, for the $3.49 New Zealand. It's Friday with my favorite girl. That's right.
Items come with hidden costs, such as waiting in line, providing personal information, or minimal purchase requirements.
But this is the thing, is that you are asking for personal information. That's my issue. My issue with this right now, and why I think that victory with Ash is still an issue. Because I have some people that are like, oh, this thing's still going on. Like, why haven't you just forgotten about it? Like, fuck them. And I'm like, no, it's still an issue. And I promised that I wouldn't stop until they did. So here I am. But the biggest issue is the data collection. Since this is free, and since Ash can't run a business for 8 years, and therefore they won't be selling anything or receiving a commission, there's no reason to do a KYC, know your customer. The only reason that Ash would have you do that is to collect your data. Now, he claims that it's to like make sure he gets the most elite people and the most loyal people in. But as you heard from Red earlier, they don't really care who comes. They're just trying to get as many people as possible, right? Like out of their group. Like, come on, you know? So, it's not really about that. So what is it for? You need to ask yourself that question. Why would he want to collect all of your identifying information? You know? There was a way to do this without a KYC. A full KYC, where you have to hand in ID and all of that kind of stuff, and you have to take a picture of yourself with your ID and stuff. Like, that's worrisome to me, since there's no money exchanging any hands here. Why we gotta fill that in? The only reason would be collection of data to sell people's data in fulls on the dark web. All right, it worries me that Mr. Ajmufar and his team are collecting everybody's data. And I have to stress that I do not think anyone should ever do this for any kind of scheme like this. All right? It's just, it creeps me out. I don't want you to end up with a stolen identity. Okay? It can happen to anyone.
Can reduce their appeal.
So, and this stream is sponsored by, no, I'm joking.
So that's a little bit about what the negatives might be as far as giving something away for free. Or
I had Temu reach out to me. Hilarious. I have to tell you this story. I had Temu reach out to me recently. And they were like, yeah, we have looked at your channel. You're really cool. We would like you to be one of our sponsors. And I was like, did you look at my channel? I did a video calling you out for breaking labor laws. So did you? I don't think I'm the one for you, Temu. Also, I don't feel like they have a real sponsoring. Like, aren't they just like similar to an affiliate? Or is it an MLM model now? I'm not really sure. Maybe we should look at Temu again. You know, talk about it again. Do a little update to see if they fixed things. But I just found that hilarious because I was like, no, I probably won't get sponsors. I find it very strange. My goal is never to be a social media influencer. I'm actually an anti-influencer. I just want to be someone that you listen to in terms of anti-influence. But I don't want to influence your decisions. I want you to learn how to make your own decisions. Think critically for yourself and educate yourself. Which is why I often show you how I find information. Like if you watch my BG Wealth, I show you how I research these schemes. And then you can learn to do it on your own as well, if you are someone that invests in things. you know? I wouldn't even share a fake address to Ash. That's what I mean. I even told all of my team, like, how serious I am about this is that we usually send people into the scheme, right? We usually send people in spy. And I was like, I don't even feel good about sending any of you guys in because my first priority is protecting my people. My first priority is protection of the community. My second priority is getting information. So if you're somebody that gives me information, my first priority is to protect you as someone that gives me information. And I cannot feel confident sending any of my team or even any of Danny and the Avenger people in to go and try to figure this out because I don't want any of you guys to give this man your fucking identification. Like, I really don't trust it that much to the point where I am willing to not have eyes on the inside of this if it ever does start because I do not trust it. And I'm like, no, because if your identity gets stolen, I will feel like a piece of shit and it will be my fault because I said to do it. I told him, if one of you guys does it, you do it on your own, and it's against my advice. Still send me the stuff, but it's against my advice. And like, I did it, and they did not accept me because it's me. Because I was like, if someone's gonna take one for the team, it's got to be me. You know, I'll put myself in danger before I put you in danger. Hello there, pig hand wavings to you. It's been a while since we've done some pink hand waving. But yeah, like, that's how fucking adamant I am that you cannot trust this thing, okay? Do not do the KYC.
Or achieving or gathering something for free. But I want to shift into what is the psychology of getting things for free in a positive manner.
Okay.
Especially in business, and why it's strategic to...
Again, in business. This cannot be a business, Megan. It's an educational platform. Like, this is part of the issue. If they would switch over from talking about business to making it all about an educational platform and how to learn on it, for example, then maybe people would be able to let go of on passive and all of the business stuff more. You see what I mean? Like, it's almost like they all still have one foot in the fucking past. It's not helping because this is not a business. So when you bring up business, I swear to God, in their minds, they think, oh yeah, on passive, the on passive business that Ash said is still going on in the background.
Give away something for free. Victory with Ash is something that is going to benefit our lives.
That can be debated.
If you are truly committed to bettering your life, you have to continue to grow and you have to continue to learn. And that's what Victory with Ash is all about.
Yeah, that's a great thing to say. But how do you do that? Like, how do you do that? You know, it's one thing to tell everybody you gotta learn and grow, but if you're not giving people tips on how to grow and any actual personal development, like, what does that mean? It's just a bunch of bullshit to say, you know? Committed, I ain't going there. Mental state.
If you don't know, then you can look up the website and you can find out a little bit more, a little sneak peek on what it's going to be. It's an educational platform that is going to train us for business, for, I would say, for life, various things. But why would Ash choose to give away something so valuable for free? At the core of the effectiveness of free...
Megan, we already went through this. We already went through this. Oh my Lord. He has to. He can't run a business, so he can't charge you. The second he starts charging you, the SEC is going to be like, excuse me, sir, you're breaking our agreement. We settled with you and made this final judgment, and now you're breaking it. Lord, you're having too much fun with AI, Chris. I've got it.
Freebies lies in the principle of reciprocity, a powerful social norm. When individuals receive something for free, they often feel intrinsic obligation to give something back, even if that something is as simple as goodwill, positive feedback, or a purchase.
Again, nothing to purchase. I doubt that there'll even be a place to give feedback. All right, in 8 years, I swear the only feedback he got was that stupid survey, where once again, everyone just answered it how they thought he'd want them to answer. It wasn't even real feedback. So again, this is what I mean. You guys come out here and you tell everyone like, oh, forget about on passive, the old business, blah, 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 blah. But then when you talk about Victory with Ash, you talk about it like it's on passive, a business. Instead of it being an educational platform where people are just going to go and watch videos to learn. That's apparently going to replace all of elementary school, secondary school, college, uni, trade school, all the education. No one will ever need to be educated again. According to Chris Johnson, everyone will just need Victory with that. You know?
Giving something of value for free is an act of trust, is a powerful strategy often referred to as value-first marketing, reciprocity-based building, or generosity marketing.
Yeah, again, that if you have a business where you're selling something, you're just trying to trick people into coming to learn off Ash Mufareh, and most people in the public don't even know who that is. Right? Like you tell people, hey, Tony Robbins has a course. Everyone's like, all right, I'll go to that. Or Eric Worre. You know, like there's names that are known in this industry, the MLM industry, where people are like, yeah, I'll pay $5,000 for that course. I still think that's stupid, but it makes more sense than anyone wanting to come in here, even for free, to learn from Ash. Because they'll be like, who the hell's that guy? You know? I'll be sure to check it out. I can't have my Discord going when I'm streaming. It takes up too much.
It involves providing valuable resources, time, or products upfront without a transactional demand, designed to foster trust, build relationships, and establish long-term loyalty.
Again, that's if there's some kind of back and forth. I don't think it works with a platform where everyone just goes to watch videos. There's not going to be like a Hangout, Facebook, ONET place, right? So, and there aren't any webinars or trivia nights or anything going on. So everyone's just watching videos on here, on YouTube, from these top leaders, and then allegedly watching educational stuff from Ash and his geniuses.
So here's a breakdown of how this concept works as an act of trust.
Yes, please tell us what ChatGPT said about that, Megan.
The core philosophy: trust over transaction. Instead of asking for a purchase immediately, you lead to with generosity to goodwill.
Buddy troll them.
I believe that Ash chose this system or this strategy as an act of good faith. I believe that he wants to build this whole company, this whole organization. I don't even want to call it a company. This whole movement.
It's not a company. It's supposed to be an educational platform. Damn it! They're not getting it right today.
By leading with goodwill.
Oh, Lord.
Giving those who involved what they need in order to be successful in the future. Building emotional equity. Giving before receiving helps build a relationship where customers feel valued rather than pursued. Demonstrating competence. Providing high quality free content like webinars, ebooks. It proves your expertise. We all need training in order to be better at things. And nowadays you can't even, you can't get anything almost for free. Anytime you go to watch a webinar, it seems like there's almost always a catch at the end, whether it is something as simple as pay $3.99 to have this digital copy delivered into your email. It's like going through the drive-thru now. You can't even go through the drive-thru without being asked to tip. But
really? Is that a thing in the U.S.? You guys tip at the fast food drive-thru? I should have worked at McDonald's in the U.S.
There's a very
I would have gotten tips? What?
good and very valuable reason to give something very valuable for free before.
There's a valuable reason to give something very valuable. That hasn't happened to me yet. Right? Just like how it's sunny in all of the US right now.
Or ever asking for anything. Examples of giving as a trust. This is in business. Lead magnets. Offering a valuable ebook or checklist in exchange for email address. The value outweighs the cost of, giving something as simple as your email. That's not a very high cost. I don't have an issue giving my email. Some people do. Free consultation or sessions, providing a free.
Oh my God, what free consultation will Ash be doing? I mean, will you guys be having a little session with these people before they come to have a session with Ash? This is just getting ridiculous, Megan. Like, now you're just trying to fill up time to make a video about it. I swear. Because you guys want your ad set.
Or strategy session to demonstrate expertise and building personal connection. Number 3, best stuff free. Giving away high valuable content that could have been charged for creates immense goodwill. Again, I think Ash is demonstrating goodwill.
Goodwill? Where? When? Goodwill to all of you?
He's demonstrating that he's willing to eat.
That's not what that means.
The upfront costs of putting together something like this and give it to us for free as an act of goodwill.
Mainly because he needs to keep you hooked onto him, to keep his control over you. Although I'm starting to think that this man could just disappear for 8 years and these people would still be doing this, I mean, we never thought that they would wait 8 years when I first started covering this thing in 2021. We did not think that we would still be talking about it in 2026. That's for sure. We were like, this thing would fucking be done by then. And here we are. So, might be here for another 8 years, guys.
Free trials. Offering access to software or a product builds a sense of ownership. It's called the...
See, I was wondering if Ash was going to try to pull something where, like, he tells them all to come in for free, and then he tries to, like, charge for courses. And I'm like, I don't know if he's allowed to do that.
Endowment effect. Some of the considerations when you do something like this, or when a company is giving away something for free.
It's not the company, remember?
Quality is key. The free offering must be high quality.
Which it isn't so far.
If it's poorly done, it undermines brand reputation.
Exactly. And, like, we've already done that. Like, Ash has already screwed himself over because anyone that looks him up on the internet is going to find the SEC case. And most people are going to be like, why the fuck would I want to learn from this guy how to run a business? It's only the main people in this, his most loyal followers, that are going to be here.
Why do you think...
Which is what he wants.
Ash is taking so long to make sure everything is... all of the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. He's...
Oh my God, these people with their T's and I's.
Making sure that what he puts out...
But then there's no IT. Jesus.
...out is high quality. Number 2,
But that's the thing, is that it isn't, and it hasn't been this entire time. So why would I suddenly, as a naysayer, now think that this new thing Ash is about to do is going to be high quality? His reputation's already ruined. And he did that himself. I may help a little bit, but he did that himself. You know, It was all too much for her.
Avoid overgiving. There's a fine line between building trust and devaluing services. Free offers should feel like a preview or a sample rather than a complete replacement for a paid service.
Yeah, well, it is a replacement for a paid service here because there cannot be a paid service. So there will only be the free service. So everyone will get it for free.
Doesn't mean that everything's always going to be free in this.
Oh, really? Is that what you guys are telling yourself? Because like I said, I don't believe he's allowed to charge for anything. Anything at all. Even courses.
Organization.
So I feel like people would get mad. Like, if I was one of them, I'd be mad if I joined it for free, and then when I got in there, eventually when there was courses, I had to pay for courses, I'd be pissed.
Just means that here's an act of good faith. Here's an example of what this organization has to offer. Targeted generosity. Freebies should be relevant to your audience needs and aligned with your broader brand values. In essence, this
which are what? Rise, reset, refocus?
Approach treats
in it to win it, do or die?
Freebies not as a lost sale, but a long-term investment in relationships. I believe that this is exactly what we are doing. I believe that what he's bringing is going to be of great value. It's perfect for us. It's exactly what we need. He sees what we need before we go into whatever the actual business is. He's going to give us the tools.
See, that's what I mean. And now we're focused on a business. And that's what people are getting hung up on. So you can't really do that to people either, where you guys are like, oh, forget the old, but then also focus on this future business that is supposed to be exactly like the old thing.
He's going to do that as an act of good faith. A few quotes. One customer well taken care of could be more valuable than $10,000 worth of advertising.
Well, you should have told that to Ash before you decided to put you guys on the side of the Burj Khalifa as on passive before rebranding, or buying an entire Dubai metro station to change the name to Unpassive, or putting you all up in the Dubai Mall. Just to name a few of the things.
Giving us this free training, he is setting us up for the future, and he's setting up that this is our brand.
See, that would make sense. That would make sense if there was actually training going on. But you can't really say that right now, Megan, because nothing's set up. So he's not setting you up for anything right now other than to wait. He's being set up to wait again.
This is who we are. We are people who...
Yeah, no, I mean, that's true. You are just people who sit around and wait. I guess do what makes you comfortable.
Give first before anything's asked of you. Quality isn't expensive, it's priceless. So what is...
She said that and then she was like, I ate.
The toll to enter the bridge,
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot we were doing the toll bridge. Took us on quite the tangent there. I forgot we were talking about bridge toll.
I like to think of Victory with Ash somewhat as a gated community. There has to be some sort of quality check. If you just give
But what is the quality check?
Everything away for free and you just put it out willy-nilly, as some might say, you're going to get less quality members, less quality organization for the future.
But what does it mean though to be a quality member? Right? Like they don't even define this. Just like they don't define what being ready is. Even for Victory with Us, they had to get ready to get into that. We didn't know what that meant.
And the toll is integrity.
The toll is giving up your integrity.
The only thing that's asked of you to join Victory with Ash is that you are someone of value, someone who can be trusted, someone who can...
Again, what does that mean, who can be trusted? Someone who will just praise Mr. Ash and follow like God, go along with whatever he tells them. sit around and wait, hoping that one day
who can move with integrity and isn't going to damage the company's reputation. I can't talk today.
No one can damage it more than Ashes damaged it.
Damage the reputation of the overall organization.
Again, no one can do that more than Ash.
If you're one of those people, all you have to do is find someone who is involved, like myself, like many other people. Reach out, ask for information, and get a link.
Well, I thought that they only had to add 10 people, which is also weird. You know, building an MLM team, so I don't know why I have to add 10 people in. But after the 10 people, isn't that it? Like, you can't add anymore? Because there were people that were saying that their link didn't work anymore after 10. So it could be a little hard to find people now. Gated community, I wouldn't want to live there, right? The most annoying people are through the group. Imagine living next to Chris Johnson or John Barilla. You have more brainwashed members from India than you do from anywhere else, but they don't have money that they can spend on a whim. Exactly. So even if this thing was like, all right, we're charging now, like most people wouldn't be able to buy in.
That's how you join Victory with Ash.
That's how you join Victory with Ash. You search the interwebs for somebody with a link, hope that they give you a link that's good to go, because again, after 10, it doesn't work anymore. And yeah, and then you just come in and wait for nothing. And I watch these webinars. They tell you that it's coming any day.
I would be wary of joining someone who is posting links out publicly, because this is against the company's rules.
Which is not really fair. But it's not really fair. Also, where are these company rules that state that you cannot post the link out publicly? Because if it's not in writing, it's some kind of agreement that they've signed, or in some kind of terms of service, right, or privacy policy, then it doesn't exist, Megan. That's why I say this thing's a cult, because you have rules that are not actual rules. They're just community rules. And they're enforced by people like you and Red and Chris and Julie and Susie. Not even by Ash. Ash doesn't come out here and tell people that. He'll say one thing and then you guys go, okay, now we all have to enforce this. But it's not even like he enforces it, which also goes against all of the law. Because he's the one that should be enforcing the rules. As the alleged company owner, as you keep calling it a company. So, if it's not in writing, it's not a rule. And what if people don't have 10 people that they can privately send this link to? You know, they were trying to get 10 people right away because at the time that they were first given their link, again, they were told it was starting right away. So they had to hurry up and add in 10 people. Some of them probably panicked and then posted. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. But wait, we'll know when Ash is ready to go when he starts making them sign multiple NDAs. Right? I don't even know if they've done that. I don't think so.
I hope this has been of value, and I hope you can see how giving something away for free can be immensely valuable for the long-term goals. Have a great Thursday.
Yeah, and the thing is, different education for different goals. Like, if your goal is to be a rocket scientist, I doubt Ash Mufaro is going to help you much. That's kind of part of the problem. Literally, like, promising this educational platform of all kinds, right? I bet Ash has not formed Victory with Ash LLC because that would be a signal to the SEC that he's violating the final judgment. Right. He hasn't. So that's what I mean. And I'm pretty sure that he had to dissolve any LLCs that he had when he got this far. Hello, Lady Mitersaw. Did I say that right? I'm sorry. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday. So that was it for Megan. You know, that's really all that Megan had to say. Because you just read from ChatGPT. And again, they keep calling it a company, keep saying that they're getting ready for this new business. And I think it's confusing people. For now, maybe just don't talk about business at all. Like I said, just talk about it as an educational platform where Ash is going to teach them all the things. And then that way, maybe they won't be so confused. And it will be easier for them to kind of let go of the on-passive business. Because their mind can then focus on educational platform instead of company business. You get what I'm saying? And then later on down the line, once this Victory with Ash thing has been going for 8 years, since his director's bar, then you can start bringing up the future business. But it's easy to see how this would be confusing to people. This whole thing is a horror show, I tell you. The word salad is strong with Megan. It really is. It really is. It's a lot. I mean, the word salad is strong with all of them. And at this point, like they're literally just reading ChatGPT stuff. And I'm like, okay, thanks for that. Like anyone can do that. You know? Especially like it doesn't even have to do with it. I swear to God, the prompt they put in is like, what would a business say about this? And then it spits it out. So Chris sent me another image that we'll take a look at before we wrap this up. So my weekend at Ashes. Here's the life of the party. Well, almost. Coming soon, August 15th, 2033. It was inspired by violence. Yes, her comment earlier about how they would do week. Did you imagine this though? I like how it's red. Red and Chris holding them up. We got Red on the left there, Chris on the right. Although that's a very tiny beach ball. That's probably the size of their beach ball. I love it. I love it. It is my new favorite. That woman was very charismatic. The thing is, I feel like a lot of the people in this, like if they weren't promoting this, yeah, I would like them. I'm sure Megan is a lovely, lovely woman if you just meet with her for a coffee when she's not obsessed with fucking this thing. I like how he's holding him by the hair. That's great. You know, his Muppet chop. Getting held up by his Muppet chop. It's beautiful. Fabulous job, you know. Sometimes AI can be fun. And if they can make their AI marketing, then we're allowed to have some fun with AI too, I say. You know, that's from the actual cover, yep. Yes, it is. Fabulous job. Fabulous job. And if you want to send me stuff, because you are like, you know what, Queen? I'm really good at making memes, and I can make memes of all these people, make them really funny. And you want to show up in one of our meme reviews, because I do like to include things from you guys too, as often as I can. Nope, no Tanya. She's been dead quiet lately. You can send me an email at bethgibbons74@gmail.com. Why 74? I don't know. It was the number that was available when I made my email years ago. There's really no reason for that. I was born in 86, so it has nothing to do with anything. Sometimes, when you look up people's information, you know to just use a random number. I just thought I would bring that up. But yeah, you can send it to me there at my email, and I will include you in a meme review. And then if you have a channel too, and you want me to promote your channel, you know, if you cover multi-level marketing or cults or something similar, you know, you bust scams, something like that, and you want me to promote you, then, you know, send me a funny meme about one of our scams, and I can promote your channel. Send me the info so I can check it out, you know. Tanya, quiet, something is terribly wrong. I think she's just waiting because, you know, She's got to lead by example. She can't tell everyone else to stop and shut up about things if she's going to keep talking. Right? I mean, it makes some sense. Just kind of been chillaxing. And the group hasn't been bumping as much as usual because everyone's scared to say anything. Because they keep getting yelled at for spreading misinformation or talking about things they're not supposed to. So they'll be quiet now. Just like they won't really give proper feedback. And they won't really ask real questions. And there won't really be a back and forth. Like they've already scared them all out of that. So that's why this isn't going to be very successful, even as a learning environment. How do you learn, when you're scared of the person teaching? Because they don't realize it. There is fear. They're scared that he'll kick them out and then they won't get their dreams won't come true. They won't save humanity altogether. So, we'll just have to keep on seeing what happens. For all we know, all of a sudden tomorrow, Ash Mufara could upload 17 modules in the back office, and I'll be proven wrong. I can't wait to see the day. That would be wonderful. Tanya must be at the East German border guard. Maybe she is. But that is all I have for you guys today. I've been going for 3 hours, so I hope that was a good show back. I hope that all of you have a fabulous, fabulous, amazing weekend. And I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your FriYAY and a good weekend. Tomorrow, Joe has been a member of my channel for 5 years. And there may or may not be something going up by the end of the day about that. So pay attention to the community tab. Have an amazing weekend. Happy FriYAY, my wonderful Sayers of Nay. I'm so happy that I got to hang out with all of you. I've missed you guys. I really did. I love all of your faces. And I will see you all on Monday for MLM Monday, the day where you watch all of your favorite anti-multi-level marketing creators. That's right. Like always, we're in it to win it. Make sure you give this a like, subscribe, join the members. Bye.
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellish, by the way.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke. If that's a call. Hey.
Friend.
That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own. And it breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend.
Have a good weekend, everybody!
My name is Ash Mufara. If you're rude, if you've been doubting or spying or we know who,
stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly.
Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there asking for a debate. That's the lady I brought on. Her debate was 3-minute Ash. Another Queen of Karma asking about why don't we answer the question about religion. I think we've answered that over and over again.
I've been answering them over and over. It's not the answer you want, but call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke.
Alright, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and tune in to Crazy Man talking about their experiences.
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Elch, by the way.
And I'm your friend.
Stop going there. That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own YouTube channel. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name's Ashton Potter.
Stop going there.
Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there.
My name's Ashton Potter, and I'm your friend.
Let's go to Kaya.